Welcome back to Burke Field here on the campus of New Albany High School in New Albany, Indiana. Cole Carter and Kyler Kamen with you. Gibson Southern getting ready for their Week 2 matchup against the Bulldogs. We'll take a second and check out the current standings in the Pocket Athletic Conference. And, of course, you got to take these with a grain of salt because not everybody has played a conference game. And, of course, these records go off of conference record. So, in first place, Mount Vernon, they had a big win over Heritage Hills last week. So, they're 1-0 in the conference, 1-0 overall. They're in first place. Boonville, who has not played a game yet, they were supposed to play Paoli last week, and that was canceled due to COVID issues in the Paoli football program. In third place, Princeton, they're 0-1, but they haven't played conference game yet. Washington, they also have not played yet. They are currently dealing with their own COVID issues in their own program. Heritage Hills in fifth place at 0-1, 0-1 of the conference, and Gibson Southern in sixth place at 1-0. I'm not sure how that really works, but of course, it all goes off a conference record. Taking a look at the other games going on in the pack tonight, Mount Vernon takes on South Spencer at home. The Wildcats are 1-0. South Spencer is 0-1. Boonville plays their first game of the season tonight. They're at home against Southridge. That should be a good one. Southridge, a tough loss last week at Linton, but they're taking on a good Boonville team tonight.
Oh, yeah, without a shout out. I haven't really done a whole lot of research on both the teams. I definitely will for Southridge with the upcoming season. But, like I said, I think, Southridge is a very, very disciplined ball club, especially. And, I'm not, like I said, don't know really much about Boonville, but I think Southridge really could probably pull out a win tonight.
Yeah, both of those schools, honestly, even if you don't know much about them this year in, year out, both very talented football teams. Princeton, they're 0-1. They're traveling. Actually, they're playing North Posey at home tonight. A little big versus small action in the pack. North Posey is 1-0. Princeton 0-1.
That might be a little bit of a dangerous game, too.
And that might. Anytime you get those big schools against the small schools, especially Princeton, who has struggled over the past couple of seasons, and North Posey, one of the best teams in the small side of the conference, that should be a good one. Once again, Princeton at home against North Posey. In the last pack game tonight, Heritage Hills, they're 0-1. They host Tell City, who's 1-0. And I mentioned Washington. This should be their last week of COVID quarantine, I guess you could say. Gibson Southern plays at Washington next week, so hopefully the Hatchets can get all those issues taken care of before the Titans travel up there next Friday night. That's going to be a rough first game for the Hatchets right out the gate. You have a 2-week quarantine. Then you got to face the Gibson Southern Titans, who hopefully will be 2-0 come next Friday night. A good crowd here on hand at New Albany High School. Only one side of stands, so you got a good amount of Bulldog red and a good amount of Titan maroon and yellow. Also want to thank all the fans that decided to stay home and tune in tonight. We appreciate it. Hopefully bring you the broadcast of a Titan win. A big thanks to Gordy Limp back at the studio. We apologize for those difficulties we had last week, but we're pretty sure we're good tonight, or at least we hope. And
I hope so, Cole.
Last week was a little bit stressful, but hey, first game of the year. If I'd rather have those issues in week 1 rather than 9 weeks down the road or so. But happy to be on the air tonight, and hopefully we have a dandy on hand. We'll go ahead and take our final break here. The pregame show kickoff about 5 minutes away. It's Gibson Southern football here on 89.1 The Bash.
Underwriting support for Titan football from Ours Cafe and Catering of Fort Branch. At Ours, they offer exquisite food within a relaxing environment at 104 North Main. The ambience does not end there, though. They offer catering services so your big event becomes an experience to remember with our outstanding staff and delicious food. The restaurant is open Tuesday and Wednesday from 10:30 to 2:30, Thursday and Friday from 10:30 to 9, Saturday from 4 to 9, and Sunday from 10 to 2. Ours Cafe and Catering, a proud supporter of the Gibson Southern Titans.
Hello, sports fans. At United Fidelity Bank, we make it easy to bank with us. Our in-person friendly service provides peace of mind and worry-free banking. We offer checking and savings accounts with no hoops and no hassles, and provide you the ability to bank anytime with our easy-to-use online banking platform. Our mobile app allows you access to your accounts on the go, and you can skip the trip to the bank with our mobile deposit. Plus, our business banking products are tailored to help your business grow. We invite you to come see the difference at United Fidelity Bank.
Support provided by Wabash General Hospital. Whether you're a competitive athlete or you just want to enjoy a stroll around the neighborhood, the WGH Orthopedic and Sports Medicine team is ready to help you get back to moving through life with greater comfort and ease. WGH offers comprehensive orthopedic services from the time of injury or diagnosis throughout the treatment and rehabilitation process. If you're suffering from an orthopedic problem, no matter how minor or significant, WGH board-certified experts can be reached at 618-263-6400. If you've ever considered a career in broadcasting or digital media, now is the time to be a warrior. Enroll at Wabash Valley College. Our TV channel was named the nation's best in 2020, and you already know 89.1 The Bash is the best alternative rock station in the region. We offer more real-world hands-on experience while working with the latest equipment and technology. Our graduates are getting jobs or moving on to four-year universities. It's time to be a warrior. Call 618-262-8641 today.
Big thanks to Gordy Limp back at the 89-1 The Bash studio. Cole Carter and Kyler Kamen here at Burke Field on the campus of New Albany High School. Beautiful football facility and a beautiful night for some football. Clouds are in the sky right now. We had some rain earlier tonight, but it cooled things off. And Kyler, it's perfect Friday night football weather.
This is the weather you just love to feel. Whenever it's football season, it's kind of cooler, but not too hot, not too cold. Perfect weather for Friday night football.
I want to get a tip our cap to New Albany High School. We got some air-conditioned press box up here. It was a little warm last week in Fort Branch, but I think it was like 95 last Friday, something like that. But the rain has cooled things off a little bit tonight, which hopefully will fix those cramping issues that really affect the Titans, really both teams last Friday night. Coach Nick Hart alerted to those in the Nick Hart Show back on Tuesday. But as a player, Kyler, and so do I, those first couple of weeks when it's hot and you're still trying to get in shape, you're going to cramp up, and really, it's just part of the game.
And that was the point that I was really going to make. Like I said, it was the first game of the year, had a little bit of game reps, but not a whole lot. I think you compare the Heat and 7-on-7 versus week 1, it's mad different. So, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see tonight, really. I mean, with the weather not being too hot, let's see if their bodies are conditioned for it, and let's see what happens.
Last season, the Titans 7-4, went 6-3 in the regular season. They split their 2 sectional games, losing to Southridge in the sectional semifinal. As far as New Albany, they went 6-3 last year, lost to Jeffersonville in the first round of sectionals. And of course, they are a 5A ball club. Gibson Southern currently number 3 in the IHSAA 3A poll, but in the AP poll, they are currently number 2. And, of course, Titans, they've had some pretty big preseason rankings before. If you want to talk about those 2 semi-state seasons, 2015 and 2013, coming into those years. Back in 2015, the Titans were ranked number 4, and back in 2013, they were ranked number 9. So the Titans very familiar with having those top 10 rankings in the 3A.
Yeah, and really ever since 2013, I think this, like I said, being in the program, I think I've learned this, is that, being in the program is really special. It is a high tradition, high expectation, football program. And, if you don't live up to those expectations, then, then it's really tough to overcome.
Gibson Southern, not sure if they won the toss or deferred, but they will receive the football first. They're going to go left to right. They're wearing the all-white road uniforms. New Albany wearing all red jersey, red pants with black helmets with the Bulldog emblem. Gibson Southern with their slick white helmets with the maroon and yellow GS decal. Big thanks once again to Gordy Limp back in the studio. Beautiful night for football here in New Albany High School. We are ready for some football. Hope you are as well. Should be a good one. 1-0 Gibson Southern and 0-1 5A New Albany. Bulldogs will kick it off from their own 40-yard line as the Titans have 2 guys deep at about the 10-yard line. Looks like Braden Malone. Can't see the number of the far guy. But 2 guys deep for the Titans, and a line drive kick is going to be fielded, or it's bobbled at the 5-yard line by the Titans, and it rolls into the end zone. Malone has it 1 yard deep across the 15, makes a miss at the 20, and taken down at the Gibson Southern 20-yard line. So nearly disaster on the opening kickoff. That line drive kick went off the hands of the other Titan returner, which was actually, if I can find my roster here, number 6 for Gibson Southern, that bobbled the return there. I'll tell you what, Kyler, the paper I need when I need it, I can never find it. But regardless, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans from their own 20-yard line.
It was Michael Herron.
Michael Herron was the one that dropped that opening kickoff, but crisis averted. Titans have the football. 2 receivers to each side of Brady Allen. He's got Sean DeLong, or correction, that's Braden Malone, who now goes to the flat. Malone makes a catch and cuts upfield. Malone taken down at the 25-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup there. A little bit of a different formation there for the Titans. We see, I believe that was Levi Dickerson, who was out there kind of a blocking back. A little bit of a swing screen there. Now a complete, almost platoon swap for the Titans. Now 3 receivers left and 2 to the right of Allen. Nobody in the backfield. Allen has the football. Now rolls to his right with pressure. He wants to take off, and he will get across the 30. Still on his feet. 35 to the 40. Brady Allen with green grass is going to go out of bounds in front of the Gibson Southern sideline at the 42-yard line. So the Bulldogs get pressure at the face of Allen, but he's able to escape and get to the 42. That previous play was a 5-yard completion from Allen to Braden Malone.
I'm back.
And so the Titans come to the line of scrimmage here at their own 41-yard line, 1st and 10. 49 seconds gone here in the first quarter. Hand off to Sean DeLong up the middle. Lots of room for DeLong. Far sideline at the 40, taken out of bounds at the 39. of New Albany. The Titans moving the ball with ease here on this first drive and doing it in the running department. Kyler?
Oh, yeah. Sean DeLong finally getting some open holes after he was shut down last week against Columbus North. So this drive so far has been impressive because they start about their own 15 after that ball snap in the end zone.
They start at their own 20, and here they are at the New Albany 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Allen back in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. Hand off DeLong, far sideline, 35 to the 30. DeLong with through, makes a man miss to the inside, down to the 16-yard line. First down, Gibson Southern. Lots of running room there for Sean DeLong.
Sean DeLong is really getting an open space, and he's creating a lot of mismatches for that front seven of New Albany. So, like I said, John DeLong finally opening up, and we kind of predicted that from the Nick Hart show on Tuesday.
Titans with the chains once again. 1st down and 10 at the 18-yard line of New Albany. Allen back to pass. Looks left. Throws left. Caught by DeLong in the flat. He tries to put on the jukes and taken down at the 11-yard line. Call that a 7-yard pickup for Brady Allen. To Sean DeLong. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3. Ball placed at the New Albany 11-yard line. 10:25 left here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Titans trying to score on their first drive of the ball game. Allen back in the shotgun. Stack receivers to his left and 2 out wide to the right. DeLong behind him in the backfield. Play fake here for Allen running to his left. Gets away from one defender. Inside the 10-5. Diving to the end zone. Waiting for a signal. Touchdown, Gibson Southern. Just like that. Brady Allen using his legs. An 11-yard touchdown run, and the Titans get on the board first.
Who would have expected that? Brady Allen to run in for a touchdown for the first score of the ball game, but that play kind of looked like it was a little bit of a mismatch. Maybe been miscommunication there by Brady Allen and Sean DeLong, but Brady Allen takes it himself and does the work, dives in the pylon. Great effort. Touchdown, Titans.
An 11-yard touchdown run by Brady Allen on the play fake. Miscommunication didn't matter. Titans still scored the touchdown, and the extra point coming here from Chris Spear. Did a good job making those extra points last week, and this one is up, and that one is right through. So with 10:05 to go here in the first quarter, the Titans strike first. They lead this one 7-0. We'll step aside. It's Gibson Southern football here on 89-1 The Bash.
Support provided by Wabash General Hospital. Injuries and illnesses don't always happen from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. That's why Wabash General Hospital offers a convenient care clinic from 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekends, right inside the main lobby of the hospital. If you need non-urgent medical services for flu-like symptoms, minor cuts, and more, our skilled and compassionate providers are ready to help. For an appointment, the Wabash General Hospital Convenient Care Clinic can be reached at 618-262-8621. Walk-ins are welcome.
Just under 2 minutes off the clock here in the first quarter, and it's already 7-0 Gibson Southern. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon here at New Albany High School. A fantastic drive right there for the Titans, and they lead it 7-0. So the Titans will kick it off from their own 40-yard line. Going to go left to right now as Helty gets ready to boot it away. And so the Bulldogs with their kickoff formation out there, they'll be going to right to left. Deep to return for New Albany. Back at around the 3-yard line. And that is going to be number 1, Daquan High. Standing at his own, call it the 7-yard line. Helty boots it away. Not a bad kick from Rory Field in the second level. That's going to be number 12, Keandre Winford with a kickoff return here for New Albany. They had a couple of nice kickoff returns last week, but Winford takes it out to the 30-yard line of New Albany. So not a bad return to start things off here for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. And Kyler, we're probably going to get a lot of questions answered right here on this first offensive drive for New Albany. If they can stay in this ballgame, it's going to be a shootout, or rather a blowout for Gibson Southern, because the Titans went right down the field.
Yes, the Titans offense really started, didn't start around maybe around like the 10 to 15-yard line on that drive, and they drove down, no problem. Roy Helton didn't have a catch on that drive. So this is going to be a really interesting question mark for the Titans defense.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff to High on the right side on a jet sweep, and he got maybe a yard right back to the line of scrimmage there on a jet sweep. I believe that was Ben Luttrell, the first Titan there. They're going to call it a gain of 1. 2nd down and 10 here for the Bulldogs at their own 32-yard line. 7-0 Gibson Southern. 9:35 left here in the first quarter. No huddle offense here for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers left and right. A running back to the right of Simmons, the quarterback in the shotgun. That's Daryl Simmons. He moves a man in motion. That's High in the sweep motion action. Simmons keeps it, runs up the middle, and he's across the 40. He's got a first down. Well, Kyler, we talked about it in the pregame show. We're probably going to see a lot of this kind of Baltimore Ravens type offense from the Bulldogs. A lot of quarterback keepers, maybe not throwing the ball that much out of the spread.
And I think this is really key for the defensive ends to really stay home.
Yep.
When the quarterback pulls it, you have to stay home and contain the quarterback.
Handoff up the middle to Winford. He goes to the outside, puts a shoulder down, and gets to about the 48-yard line of New Albany. And so it's going to be, they call a gain of 4 there on the run by Winford, called 2nd down and 6. Once again, up-tempo pace offense here for the Bulldogs. No huddle. Ball at their own 47-yard line. Simmons back to pass. His first pass attempt. He's going to go down. Taken down the backfield. That was Levi Dickerson. His first sack as a Gibson Southern Titan. The transfer from Robinson High School. And that sets up a 3rd and long here for New Albany, all the way back at their own 37-yard line.
My goodness, Levi Dickerson flew in there and got the sack to that gap. But I'm impressed with the defensive backs because the quarterback was looking to throw it, and he had nowhere to go, and he really just had to take the sack there.
And they're going to have a hard time throwing the ball against this no-fly zone for Gibson Southern. 3rd down and 18 at the 37. Here comes a screen pass. Caught in the backfield by Winburn, and he's going to cut upfield. A penalty flag flies down. The ball comes out. The Titans have it. It's Ben Luttrell inside the 10, dragging a defender with them down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Titans, but will check the flag.
My goodness. Ben Luttrell, he was dragging that defender. Maybe could have reached out for it, but just stopped short at the 1-yard line. What just happened there, Cole?
We'll see what the penalty flag is. Now, Kyler, I was looking at my stat sheet. Was that was a pass or a fumble?
So it looked like a screen pass originally, and so the New Albany receiver went back and tried to make something out of it, and I believe the ball just got popped out, and it fell right in the hands of Ben Luttrell.
Well, the penalty was against the Bulldogs, so the play will count. It's going to be 1st and goal for Gibson Southern at the 2-yard line. How about that for momentum? The Bulldogs got a couple of nice runs, got a couple of first downs, and the fumble return there by Ben Luttrell all the way to the 2-yard line. The big man makes it 1st and goal for Gibson Southern.
And I know that was our big question mark, is how Gibson Southern's going to, how are they going to stop the New Albany offense? And I think that just answered our question. I know it's early in the ball game, but they're looking great so far.
1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Allen rolls out to his left, wants to pass, throws one to the back of the end zone. He'll just throw it away with the pressure in his face. 2nd down and goal. And that's something, Kyler, is something that Brady Allen did a great job of last week. Not forcing anything when he's got pressure in his face. Roll out. If nobody's open, throw it away. Play for the next down. Very smart.
Yeah, he had very high football IQ last week, and it's really showing this week. I think that there was only one throw last week where I was like, okay, I probably would not have thrown that football. I'm not a quarterback, but, just looking at it. So he has done a phenomenal job so far.
2nd and goal from the 2. Sean DeLong has it. Sean DeLong's in the end zone. Touchdown, Gibson Southern. Nearly untouched until he crossed pay dirt. The Titans scored twice in the first 5 minutes of this first quarter.
Unbelievable. This Titans
Are you
offense is something else.
surprised?
I mean, the timing of how fast they did it, maybe a little bit, but really, it's just the expectations for this offense. Last week, there's a lot of through-the-air attack for Gibson Southern. Now it's been all in the ground game for the 2 scores.
Brady Allen scored an 11-yard touchdown run with his legs. Now with Sean DeLong with his first touchdown of the season, a 2-yard run. And here comes the extra point from Chris Spear. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good. So with 7:48 to play in the first quarter, 14-0. Gibson Southern leads. Will step aside. It's Titan football here on 89-1 The Bash.
I think what makes Wabash better than any other college is that it's a small, close-knit community, and it offers a lot of different classes with a lot of different teachers.
What makes it better is hands-on training. Teachers really want you to succeed.
It's such a different kind of community than what a big college would be. I can go and walk down the hall and I know like 7 different people, and so I think it's just the sense of community that you get.
Funding provided in whole by the Governor's Education Emergency Relief Fund through the Illinois Community College Board.
This broadcast of Gibson Southern Titan football on 89.1 The Bash is underwritten by Pro Rehab.
Did you know you can refer yourself to Pro Rehab? It's called Direct Access. You no longer need to call your provider for referral. Now the first step is up to you. If you have pain or an injury, call them. Direct Access means Pro Rehab is just a phone call away.
Pro Rehab is a proud underwriting sponsor of Gibson Southern Titan football here on 89.1 The Bash.
Mike up.
Big thanks to Gordy Limp back at the 89-1 The Bash studio. 14-0 Gibson Southern here with 7:48 to play in the first quarter. The Titans got a fumble recovery and a run back from Ben Luttrell. And here's an onside kick that went 10 yards, and the Titans have it. Rory Heltsley doing his best Pat McAfee impersonation. The short kick, the recovery, the Titans offense comes right back on the field.
Roy Heltsley catching the ball. Roy Heltsley kicking the ball. Unbelievable. What a smart play call by Coach Hart.
Yep.
Like I said, you get this, the offense has been rolling all night. The momentum is on the Gibson Southern side. Keep the momentum rolling, Coach Hart. Wow, what a play call.
Nick Hart is one that likes to keep the foot on the pedal. So the Titans got a touchdown run by Brady Allen. The fumble recovery and run back to the 2-yard line by Ben Luttrell. The touchdown run by Sean DeLong. The onside kick recovery by Heltzley. The ball is at the 49-yard line of New Albany. And the Titans come out with 2 receivers to each side of Brady Allen and Sean DeLong behind him in the backfield. Allen, play fake here, looking over the middle of the field, throws one, and it's just too high for Heltzley. And I'll tell you what, if that hits Rory in the breadbasket, he might score, but it's second down. Brady just missed him there.
And Brady wants that back. I guarantee you Brady's going to look at that play and cringe whenever he looks at that film, as he had him. Rory Heltz had green grass right in front of him, and he just overthrew him. He's going to want that back, but I guarantee you, I bet you he'll find him again.
Titans back to the line of scrimmage now. 3 receivers to the left of Allen, and looks like a tight end on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Here's a handoff to DeLong, far sideline. DeLong across the 40, taken down at the 38 of New Albany. He'll be close to a first down, depending on where they mark him. Sean DeLong, tons of running room in this game tonight. Give credit to the Gibson Southern offensive line, making some room for DeLong. And they're going to give that a first down or not. First down, yeah. Took a while to say it, but it is a first down for the Titans. They'll move the chains with the ball placed at the 39 of New Albany. So 1st and 10, 14-0 Titans as we approach 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Allen back to pass, dumps it off. Heltzley, far sideline, inside the 30, 25 down to the 20-yard line and brought down out of bounds at the New Albany 18-yard line. Right now, this Bulldog defense with no answer for anything. The Gibson Southern throws their way right now, and reasonably so. A timeout taken by New Albany as that defense has got to be gassed. The Titans with their foot on the pedal. We'll keep it here. It's 14-0 Gibson Southern. Kyler, you got to think this Bulldog team is shell-shocked right now.
I think that it was a pleasant surprise for this Bulldog team early on. Yeah, I think that was a smart timeout by the Bulldogs. You know, kind of get you guys reset. Be like, hey, you know, what's going on? What's going on? So, like I said, you know, it's gonna be really interesting because, you know, I want to see, you know, I want to see a good fight here. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to see some competition between these two teams. And like I said, you know, I don't, you know, as a Gibson Southern fan, I'd like for them to win, but I want to see this. I want to see it being competitive. You know what I mean? I want to see some competition going up against Gibson Southern. Might be a little bit of a hot take there, but, you know, like I said, the Gibson Southern needs this competition. They need tough competition for the rest of the season.
You're exactly right. You know, and then you can play as tough a schedule as you want, but you really don't know how good you're going to be until October rolls around. November gets here. That's when you find how tough you really are. You know, talking about some of these Gibson Southern teams that were ranked number 3 in the state, number 1 in the state. They found out who they really were come sectional championship, come semi-state, regional, and that you don't want it to happen. You want to play some good competition in the regular season. But right now the Titans with a 14-0 lead with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, trying to add to it. 1st and 10 at the New Albany 19-yard line. 3 receivers to the right of Brady Allen and 1 to his left, Sean DeLong behind him in the backfield. Allen takes a snap, looks to his left, dumps it off in the flat to DeLong. He makes one man miss and is dragged down at the 5-yard line. DeLong was a broken tackle away from his second touchdown of the night, but it's going to be first down and goal for Gibson Southern at the New Albany 4-yard line. Penalty flag, though. And that might come back, Kyler. Didn't see the flag until the PA announcer.
It seemed like a little bit of a late flag to me, Cole.
I assume where it's at, it's going to be a hold. Only when you see flags in the backfield. Oh, they're going to wave the flag. So no penalty flag.
Interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything. Not sure what that could have. It was a quick pass. I can't imagine there being a hold on a pass that was that quick out of the hand of Brady Allen. So regardless, first and goal from the 4-yard line, 14-0 Titans. In the shotgun, Brady Allen. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Allen wants to throw. Steps up, throws, touchdown, Gibson Southern. It's Rory Heltzley. He ran, looked like a zig route, went to the inside, went back to the outside. Brady put it right on the numbers, and we are less than 7 minutes gone in this first quarter, and it is 20-0. Gibson Southern in front. A 4-yard touchdown pass from Brady Allen to Rory Heltzley.
It is wild to think that the Titans defense has only seen the field one time,
yeah,
and they have 21 points.
Yeah.
That is crazy, Cole.
The pedal is on the floor for Gibson Southern. Here's the extra point attempt by Chris Spear. It's good. And with 6:35 to go here in the first quarter, Gibson Southern leads this one 21-0. We'll step aside here on your home for Titan football. It's 89-1, the Bash.
Do you know what it takes to be a warrior? You have to be hardworking. Make sure you're giving your best every day.
You have to lead, guide others to the path of success.
You have to be brave. Be able to stand up for what you believe in.
At Wabash Valley College, we're able to bring the best out of you, even if you don't have these skills. It's time to be a warrior. I'm a warrior.
I am a warrior.
I am a warrior.
I'm a warrior. Are you? Call Wabash Valley at 618-262-8641.
I'm Jason Rainey, your Hobstadt, Indiana, Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Gibson Southern Titans on 89.1 The Bash. We're located at the corner of Vine and Hobb Streets in Hobstadt, or can be contacted at 812-615-5075 or by visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Mike out.
Rory Helsley boots it away to New Albany. It's going to be a kick out of bounds at around the Bulldog 15-yard line. 21-0. Gibson Southern leads this football game with 6:35 to go here in the first quarter. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon here at Burke Field in New Albany, Indiana. And needless to say, it's been all Titans and really all Titans offense in this game. The defense has been out there for maybe 6 plays, I think.
Maybe 3 plays. I didn't even cut that in half, Cole. No, I mean, like I said, this really just goes to a test of, how great this Gibson Southern team is. Like I said, I know it's early, and I know that major things can happen throughout the year, but this team has a lot of potential for this whole season.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 35-yard line. Here's a handoff up the middle to Winford, and he's going to carry a couple defenders across the 40-yard line. They're going to calm down right at the 40. About a 5-yard pickup there. Be 2nd down and 10. So a pass from Brady Allen to Rory Helsley for 4 yards was the third Gibson Southern touchdown here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff to Winford once again, and he's going to get maybe a yard there. A couple of Titans in on the tackle. First one there was Ty Whitledge. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 here for the Bulldogs of New Albany.
If I was a betting man, Cole, I'd say that they try to do that QB run again to at least get the chains moving.
They haven't done it this drive yet. In the shotgun, that's Simmons with a man to his right, trying to get the Titans to go offside, but they don't jump. Look at an audible from the sideline. 3rd down and 4 from the 42 of New Albany. Simmons in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to throw to his right. A quick pass. That one's caught for a 1st down into Titan territory. Making the catch right there. That is number 2, I believe. Dralian Johnson with the catch and the 1st down for the Bulldogs up to the Gibson Southern 44-yard line. So a little bit of a play action. And
RPO.
RPO right there. You're right. Back in the shotgun. It's a handoff to Winford up the middle, and Winford still going, taking some Titans with them inside the 30. I'll tell you what, Winford's a big man. 5'8", 220. So stout.
A bowling ball.
At the running back position. Kind of like Jerome Bettis running the football there for the Bulldogs. Inside the 30 to the Gibson Southern 26, 1st and 10 once again. Winford has it once again, and that time not much room coming there. Got maybe a yard. Brings up 2nd down and call it 8. Gain of 2 there for Winford. But we saw a little bit in that drive, Kyler. This Bulldog team can move the football.
I think this Bulldog team really just needed to get settled down a little bit. Just get settled down. And like I said, they're putting up a great drive so far. I love that play call by the New Albany coach to go with that RPO. That was a great call.
Simmons on the jet sweep, hands off on the left side. This is High with the football, and High brought down to the backfield. Braden Malone with a nice tackle for loss. Back at the Gibson Southern 29-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long, and this is where the Bulldogs have struggled tonight, these 3rd down and longs. That was the play they fumbled on.
As a defensive back, man, that just got me so excited. Braden Malone, it was kind of like a little jet sweep a little bit. Braden Malone just stayed home. The receiver tried to make some moves on him, and he just made a phenomenal open field tackle.
Handoff to Winford. He tries to go outside and not even anywhere to go. Couple of Titans there on the tackle. That's Peyton Rogers and Ben Luttrell with a tackle for a loss, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but it's 4th down and 11 from the Titan 28-yard line. We'll see if this Gibson Southern defense can once again make a play. They had a fumble recovery on the last defensive drive, and here is 4th down and 11 for New Albany at the Titan 28-yard line. 21-0, Titans lead. Simmons in the shotgun, moves a man from right to left. Simmons will keep it. He wants to throw. Rolls out to his right. Throws one down the field. And it's caught off the deflection. 1st down and goal. New Albany.
That was phenomenal. Way to trace the ball in after it was kind of bobbled up. But
that's concentration. DeJohn Winburn made the catch. 1st and goal. Bulldogs on the 4th down conversion. Now it's Simmons in the shotgun. He's got Winford to his left. No huddle offense here for New Albany. And the handoff to Winford up the middle, and he's taken down. Levi Dickerson was there. Read the play right away. No gain there for Winford. It'll be 2nd down and goal. How about that catch by
Unbelievable.
Winburn?
Unbelievable. I'm still in
the
shock.
The throw was behind. He tipped it, turned around, and made the diving catch. Phenomenal play. Second down and goal from the Gibson Southern 9-yard line. Simmons in the shotgun. Tries to get the Titans to go offside once again. Titans stay strong. Second down. Simmons tries to get the audible from the sideline, and the Bulldogs will take their second timeout of this first quarter, so we'll take one as well. With 2:47 left to play here in the first quarter, it's 21-0 Gibson Southern.
Hey, high school seniors.
Who are you?
I'm a Wabash Valley Warrior. Are you still trying to decide on where you want to go to college?
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, Wabash Valley is the place to go.
I'm listening.
We are among the most affordable colleges in the region, which puts more money in your pockets.
We all want money.
We offer all sorts of different degree opportunities, such as nursing, broadcasting, early childhood education, diesel mechanics, and much more.
This sounds too good to pass up.
Call and set up an appointment today at 618-262-8641.
I'd be stupid not to do it, right?
WVC?
My God.
2:47 left here in the first quarter. 21-0. Gibson Southern leads over New Albany. Cole Carter and Kyler Gaiman here at New Albany High School. And so the Bulldogs have the football. Second down and goal from the 9-yard line. The scoreboard currently says 27-0, but it is just 21-0. 3 touchdowns for the Titans in this first quarter. An 11-yard run by Brady Allen, a 2-yard run from Sean DeLong, and a 4-yard touchdown pass from Brady Allen to Rory Helsley, the 5th touchdown connection for those two this season. So it's second down and goal from the 9-yard line. The Bulldogs back after the timeout. 2 receivers to each side of Darrell Simmons. Moves a man in motion right to left. Simmons takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Trying to go to the outside of the right side. Inside the 10, makes one tight miss and is taken out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. And it's going to be third and goal here for New Albany.
This has been a phenomenal drive by the Bulldogs right here. You know, like I said, kind of got a little punch in the mouth, and New Albany did a little bit with the 3-score lead from Gibson Southern. So, like I said, New Albany so far has just sat down. They have relaxed. Like, okay, we're just going to play our brand of football. And Gibson Southern's defense is getting kind of punched in the mouth a little bit.
Third down and goal from the 5-yard line. Simmons back in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right, and a running back, Winford, behind him. Simmons takes the snap, looks to his left, penalty flag flies in. Simmons puts a shoulder down, and he'll be ran out of bounds at the 3-yard line. We'll see what the penalty flag was. It came right when the ball was snapped, so it might be
on the line.
I was going to say, it might be a receiver was on the ball when he shouldn't have been. And they waved that flag. So we've seen 2 penalty flags be waved by this official crew.
Because at the corner of my eye, I saw that too. Where that flag came in.
Usually when that happens, it's somebody's offside or 12 men on the field, one or the other.
Start maybe.
Yeah. But it's 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Can the Titans defense get another stop? In the shotgun, Simmons moves 2 guys to his left. Titans fans on their feet. They're being loud. Over to our left. Simmons takes a snap. Looks left, throws left, and that one is going to be caught in the backfield and taken down. Winburn made the catch, but he had about 4 white jerseys right in front of him. I believe it was Drew Foster, the first one there, along with Peyton Rogers, and it's a turnover on downs.
What a great stand by the Titans defense. You know, like I said, New Albany was putting together a phenomenal drive, going right down the field, converting the first downs, and Gibson Southern held their ground at the goal line. Bend but do not break mentality. Great stand by the Titans defense.
So the Titans defense, who had a fumble recovery, ran back to the 1-yard line by Ben Luttrell, they scored the very next play. Now they get the turnover on downs on 4th and goal. Now they have the football at the New Albany 7-yard line. 21-0 Titans lead. 2:25 left to go here in the first quarter. In the shotgun, Allen back to pass. Looks to his left, throws to his left, and making a diving catch is Noah Bryant, and they're going to say he trapped it. A little bit of a low throw from Brady. And Kyler, that
makes you think a little bit. I did see a New Albany defender kind of wave his hands up, and as soon as he did that, the ref instantly did that. So,
still, that was a low throw from Brady, and that's a throw that he's got to make there. Titans back to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers each side of Allen in the shotgun. Allen back to pass. Quick throw to the right. That's going to be caught. This is Cole McKee, who makes one Bulldog miss across the 10-yard line up to the 13. It'll be about 5 yards shy of a first down, a 5-yard pickup there for McKee. And it brings up 3rd down and 5 here for the Titans from the New Albany. They're going to call it the 13-yard line. So a big play here for the Bulldog defense. Allen gets the Bulldogs to jump offside. That's one way to do it.
I remember we talked about in the pregame, Cole. Discipline with this New Albany football team, and there it shows right there. Great call by Coach Hart to try to jump them off sides to get the free first down, and that's exactly what the Titans did.
For some reason, I feel like Nick Hart is just walking down that Gibson Southern sideline with a smile on his face. The onside kick earlier, he's up 21-0, gets the offside right there. Titans snap it real quick. It's Brady Allen running up the middle, and Allen will have a smooth tackle up across the 25 to the 29-yard line. You can tell when Brady runs the football, he doesn't want to take a big hit, risk the injury, but a nice run there. That is a first down run for Gibson Southern.
Every time Brady Allen runs the ball, I kind of hold my breath for a split second.
I think everybody does. Two receivers each side of Brady here on 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Allen in the shotgun. Takes the snap, play action pass, looking to his right. Now rolls to his right with the pressure in his face to the sideline. Coming back and making the catch is McKee. They say he's inbounds. That's another Gibson Southern first down. So a nice job by Cole McKee. Might have slid on this turf. It did rain earlier tonight, but it moved the chains. 1st and 10 as we approach 1 minute left here in the first quarter. 21-0 Gibson Southern leads.
One thing I love right there is I think Cole McKee may have had a little bit of miscommunication, and Brady Allen, as soon as that play was over, ran over to him and talked to him and get on the same page. Leader by Brady Allen.
Empty backfield here for Allen. Quick throw to the right side. It's McKee once again. Makes one Bulldog miss and taken down at the 47-yard line. That was a shifty move by Cole McKee. McKee is the junior, 6 foot, 175-pound junior. Had 7 catches a week ago. That's a second catch of the drive. And they're going to call it a gain of 8 up to the 48-yard line. Titans back to the line of scrimmage. Now 52 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 21-0 Gibson Southern leads. Allen, play action pass, throws to his right. It's a setup screen. And making a catch on the run down the right sideline. That's Isaac O'Neal who gets pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line of New Albany. Titans continue to move the ball here. It's a Gibson Southern first down. And really, it's been the short passes, Kyler, the screen plays, little dump-offs. We really haven't seen Allen throw a deep ball yet in this game.
And I think it's because, like I said, there's a lot of great athletes, probably especially in the New Albany defensive backfield, that are really quick. So, if you throw a deep ball, you're kind of risking to get it picked off.
Hand off to Sean DeLong, near sideline, 35-30. 25 taken down at the New Albany 23-yard line. That's yet another Gibson Southern first down. Moving the ball with ease on this drive.
One thing that's really interesting is that every single time, the clock stopped right at 37 seconds. So I'm curious to see if Coach Hart is really trying to get a little bit of a late first quarter score. I mean, every time, that, kind of going to the sideline and stuff like that, try to stop the clock.
And how about the third timeout taken by New Albany? They're out of timeouts in this half. They've used all 3 in this quarter with just 33 seconds left. We'll keep it here, 21-0 Gibson Southern. Kyler, you were saying?
I was making back to haunt the Bulldogs. Like I said, if you're in a late score, let's say, for hypothetically, the Bulldogs get a turnover right here and they go down and score, you might want to take that timeout right before half to try to score again.
Well, here's the thing. New Albany has put together 2 good-looking drives. One of them just ended inside the 10-yard line of Gibson Southern where they turned it over on downs. If New Albany wants to have a chance to win this game, it's going to be their defense trying to make some stops, but that's one thing they have not done tonight. Titans, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, getting ready to make it a 4th. 33 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter after New Albany called their 3rd and final timeout here in the first half. And just a reminder, you are listening to Gibson Southern Football here on 89.1 WVJC-FM Mount Carmel. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Big thanks to Gordy Limp back in the studio working us through this broadcast. So after the timeout, it's first down and 10 for Gibson Southern at the 21-yard line. Brady Allen in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. He's got Sean DeLong to his right in the backfield. And a penalty flag flies in, and I believe that's 12 men on the field, and it is. Against New Albany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the right call. Number 28 for New Albany ran in right before the snap. Devin Hackney, and I'm not sure he was supposed to be out there. He runs back, and his coaches are letting him hear it. As the ball move up 5 yards, they're now 1st and 5 at the 16-yard line of New Albany. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter, 21-0. Titans lead, trying to make it more. Allen looks left. Pressure to his left, now rolls, and he might go down, and he will go down. The first sack of the night for New Albany. The first Bulldog there, I believe, was number 18 with the sack. Deshaun Groves brought down Allen in the backfield of the first negative play the Titans have had on offense tonight. And Kyler, that brings the question mark of this offensive line. They struggled at times last week. They allow the sack right there.
Yeah, and I think one thing with that play too is that I think Brady may have been able to run and throw that away and stay kind of cut back inside, and that's really what led to the sack. So it might be a play where Brady wants that back. Hey, I've got to roll out, and if there's nobody there, just throw it away. And like I said, he a little bit in this game, he's had his struggles, but like I said, he's not gonna be a robot. He's not gonna be perfect every single play. He is human. So like I said, I think it's just like I said, getting more game reps in, getting everybody's chemistry together as a full offense, because full offense chemistry in practice is a lot different than game chemistry. So, like I said, just getting settled down, and as the weeks go on, they should be a little bit better.
That was the last play of the first quarter, so we'll step aside for a 30-second break here on your home for Gibson Southern Football. 89-1 the Bash.
Underwriting support for Titan football from Ours Cafe and Catering of Fort Branch. At Ours, they offer exquisite food within a relaxing environment at 104 North Main. The ambience does not end there, though. They offer catering services, so your big event becomes an experience to remember with our outstanding staff and delicious food. The restaurant is open Tuesday and Wednesday from 10:30 to 2:30, Thursday and Friday from 10:30 to 9, Saturday from 4 to 9, and Sunday from 10 to 2. Ours Cafe and Catering, a proud supporter of the Gibson Southern Titans.
Start of the second quarter here at Burke Field on the campus of New Albany High School. It is 21-0. Gibson Southern leads over the 5A New Albany Bulldogs. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon. After the end of the first quarter, it's second down and 13. Brady Allen was sacked on the final play of the first quarter. So it's second down and 13 from the New Albany 24-yard line. Titans going right to left in this second quarter. One receiver to the right of Brady Allen, two to his left. He's got a wing back to his right. That's Ben Luttrell. And Sean DeLong behind him in the backfield. Moves McKee in motion, hands it off to DeLong on the right side. Nice hole for DeLong to run through. He takes it up to the 16-yard line of New Albany. Not bad pickup there on second and long, but it brings up third down and about 5 here. Definitely 4-down territory for Gibson Southern.
This Tides team has really slowed down since the first, just the beginning of the first quarter. I think this Tides team has really kind of cooled off just a little bit, but this might change here in just a little bit.
Allen back to pass on a fully spread offense. Goes in the flat to Isaac O'Neal, who makes a man miss. Isaac O'Neal in for the touchdown. A 13-yard catch and run by Isaac O'Neal on a wide receiver screen. And Gibson Southern finds the end zone for the fourth time in the first 13 minutes of this ball game. 27-0.
I cannot predict the future, Cole, but I just said a little bit ago that might change, and they get a score right there near the red zone. Gibson Southern is really running away with this one.
Chris Spear out to attempt the extra point. He's 3 for 3 so far tonight. I think he was perfect last week as well. Waiting for the signal, and the extra point is up. And I didn't jinx him. It's through. And with 11:23 left here in the first half, 28-0. Gibson Southern leads. We'll step aside. It is Titan football here on 89-1 Bash.
I'm Jason Rainey, your Hopstad, Indiana, Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Gibson Southern Titans on 89-1 The Bash. We're located at the corner of Vine and Hobb Streets in Hopstad, or can be contacted at 812-615-5075 or by visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
28-0. Gibson Southern in front over New Albany. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon. And that score sounds nice, but there's still 11 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second quarter. The Titans scored 3 touchdowns in the first, 5 minutes of that first quarter, including an onside kick recovery, a fumble recovery, and that last touchdown right there, a 13-yard catch and run from Brady Allen to Isaac O'Neal. First touchdown of the year for the junior, who had just 2 catches last week. So Heltzy has the football on the tee at the Titan 40-yard line, ready to kick things off. Titans going right to left in this second quarter. Heltzy boots it away. This one will stay inbounds, fielded by Woodford at the 10-yard line. Woodford trying to find some room, and will take it up across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Not a bad return. Nick Hart pointed out that their special teams probably the best part of this team. They returned 2 kickoffs last week for a touchdown. And this one, a nice return there by Keandre Winford out to the 36-yard line. So first and 10 for the Bulldogs.
If you really think about it, Cole, like I said, Gibson Southern got off to a really hot start. I mean, I believe they scored either, 2 or 3 touchdowns within – it was 2 touchdowns, right, within the first, 5 minutes. And so, like I said, New Albany was really starting to get in the groove a little bit on offense, and just Gibson Southern is just a very, very good football team.
28-0. Titans lead 11:15 left here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for New Albany from their own 36-yard line. Here's a handoff to Winford. He tries to cut up field, puts a shoulder down. That's a wrecking ball indeed across the 40-yard line to the 41. Peyton Rogers, the first Titan there for the tackle. Levi Dickerson in there as well. Yeah, it's going to take a couple of white jerseys to bring him down.
He's a big man.
5'8", 228. Simmons back in the shotgun after a 5-yard run there by Winford. Play action pass here for Simmons. Pressure in his face. Here's a long ball down the sideline. He had a man wide open, and he overthrew him. He was looking for Jeraylin Johnson, who had a step or 3 on Drew Foster. And Simmons, who unloaded his first deep ball of the night, overthrew him by about 5 yards. And that was the first sign of life in terms of almost scoring a touchdown there for New Albany right there.
Man, Simmons really wants that football back. But, I think, it was really kind of a concern because Drew Foster was really beat on that play. And like I said, New Albany has a lot of just athletic kids on their football team.
3rd down and 6. Here's a play action pass and a slant that is incomplete. And a penalty flag comes in. He was looking for DeJohn Winburn. And was that Malone the coverage there, Kyler?
It was.
Yeah, Braden Malone. And could go either way.
I think that could go either way. I think that a little bit of the receiver was flailing his arms, and I think he really caused that flag because I don't think the ref was going to throw it unless that happens. Playing defensive back, I'm a little bit biased. I'm not going to lie, but that looked like it was pretty ticky-tacky to me.
Yeah, Braden might have been just half a second too early, but the penalty flag does come in, and it will extend this drive for New Albany. Puts the football all the way to the Gibson Southern 44. So once again, Bulldogs a chance to try to find the end zone for the first time tonight. 28-0 Gibson Southern leads. 10:35 to go here in the second quarter. Simmons back in the shotgun, goes play fake here, and throws one to the right sideline. Making the catch and turning upfield is number 2, Jeraylin Johnson, and he is out of bounds at the Gibson Southern 27-yard line. So here comes New Albany moving the football. This came about 12 minutes too late for the Bulldogs, but hey, better late than never. Still lots of football left in this ball game. Back to the line of scrimmage, New Albany goes. Simmons in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right, running back behind him. That's Winford. Winford gets the carry up the middle, and Winford will plow over one of his own linemen, but very little gain right there. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Pick up, 2nd down. We approach 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 28-0. Gibson Southern in front. 2 receivers to the right of Simmons in the shotgun. He's got tight end to his left, and Winford behind him. Quick screen to the right side. Johnson has the football, and Johnson puts a shoulder down. And it was Braden Malone, the first Titan there. Actually, Drew Foster, the first Titan there, that stopped Johnson after he caught the football. That's about a 3-yard pickup. Going to bring up 3rd down and call it 6 here for New Albany from the Titan 24-yard line.
New Albany is really getting their guys, trying to get them in space. Like I said, they have a lot of speed on this football team, and, whenever you have speed, you want to use it.
And the shotgun, Simmons. Play action pass. Looking to his right. He's got pressure in his face. Simmons trying to take off, and he is brought down immediately. Levi Dickerson, first one to stop him. And Simmons is pushed out of bounds. Might have lost a yard in the play back to the 25-yard line, and it brings up 4th down. And really, Kyler, what this looks like for New Albany is they move the ball down the field, but when it gets inside the 30 of Gibson Southern, the offense kind of stalls. A turnover on downs last time, and then they're fixing a 4th and 7 here.
I think the Titans defense has just played a stellar amount of football. I mean, they've shut out this team so far early in this first half.
4th down and 7. Simmons, play action pass. He's got pressure in his face. He's rolling to his left, gets away from 2 Titan defenders. He's going to make it past the first down, or they're going to mark him. That's a first down for New Albany. What a play by the quarterback, Daryl Simmons. Took it inside the 20-yard line. There were 2 Titan defenders that were right on him. The first one there, I believe, was number 73, Jacob Kempf. But he missed him, and it's a first down. Ball at the 17-yard line. 9 minutes to go in this first half. 28-0. Gibson Southern leads. New Albany trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight. In the shotgun is Simmons. takes a snap. He wants to pass. He's got pressure. He throws left, and the catch is made inside the 10, breaking a tackle and taken inside the 5. Down to the 2-yard line is Dejon Winburn. And you're right, Kyler. When these Bulldog receivers get in the open field, they can do some damage, and that is really the bread and butter of this New Albany offense.
I was watching that play, and I was really watching towards, and you can really kind of tell whenever the New Albany receiver is getting the ball with how fast they run.
Simmons hands it off to Winford up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, New Albany. And the Bulldogs hit on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. By far their best drive of the evening thus far. And it's now a 28-6 ball game. And it goes back to the point, Tyler. If the New Albany defense can get some stops, we've got a ball game. But they just can't stop this Titan offense right now.
And that hot start that Gibson Southern really propelled them forward, and it looked like this may have been a blowout. But like I said, nobody's a great football team, and they have a lot of great athletes. And it's like that they do not have a shot in this ball game whatsoever. Like I said, there's a botch snap.
Yeah, botch snap on the PAT. Running with it is Johnson, and he's going to be taken down at the 9-yard line. Drew Foster came up and made the play.
But as I was saying, but, as I'm saying, there's just a lot of great athletes on this New Albany football teame. And, whenever you have a lot of speed, why would you not use those legs? And if that's a strength of your team, then I would expect a lot of slants, they've used a little bit of screens in here, a little bit of out routes, just short stuff, and just have your guys make a play. And New Albany so far has really been a great job of that, or really done a great job of that, whenever they just settle down and relax and play their game of football. And it's kind of a look on the flip side. Gibson Southern, you can't lay off the gas pedal just yet. We haven't even got to halftime yet. You can't lay off the gas pedal or just kind of bank on that hot start. I mean, you have to keep that hot start and make that a hot game, if that makes sense.
We made the point, and when we got here earlier tonight, watching both teams warm up, it looked like this New Albany offense isn't going to be one that's going to sit in the pocket and throw the ball like Brady Allen does. This is going to be more of a Baltimore Ravens, how they work with Lamar Jackson, a lot of quarterback fakes, quick throws, and that's what they did on that drive, and it worked, and they got the touchdown. But like I said, it's going to come down to this Bulldog defense. If they can get some stops and make up for some ground, we're going to have a ball game. But right now, the Titans offense has just effortlessly moved on the field.
And on the flip side of that, I think the Titans defense as well. I mean, they are a very disciplined ball club, but they missed a couple of tackles. Yep. Like I said, on that short throw to where they got near the red zone. Braden Malone, he just had his hips turned the wrong way, and if there's a speedy receiver and you have your hips turned the wrong way, that could be trouble, and that could be an easy 70-yard gain.
Also, that penalty flag hurt the Titans as well. That pass interference on third down called against Braden Malone. 28-6, the Titans lead, and here is a squib kick that's going to make it all the way to Drew Foster. Or correction, that's Heron again from the 13-yard line. A nice return here across midfield and taken down into New Albany territory. The kickoff return there, Michael Heron.
That kid is quick.
He bobbled the opening kickoff, and that time he fielded the squib kick and got a couple of blocks, nearly broke it all the way, but he's taken down at the Bulldog 47-yard line. But
my goodness, he turned on the Jets.
Something else that is not going to help New Albany is the fact that they've given Gibson Southern a short field again. The Titans had one drive that started at the 2-yard line after a fumble, but here the Titans are at the 47-yard line, first down and 10. 28-6, Gibson Southern leads. Allen in the shotgun by himself. 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Allen in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking over the middle of the field. Throws to the right side in the flat. Sean Alemek to catch inside the 40. 35. Plays on the jukes at the 30 and out of bounds at the New Albany 31-yard line. That will move the chains for another Gibson Southern Gibson Southern first down. And Kyler, I'm curious how many first down the Titans have in this game already.
I would love to see even the third down conversion ratio at the very end of this, or even at halftime if we can find some stats for it.
First down and 10 for the Titans from the 31-yard line of New Albany. Allen hands it off to DeLong, far sideline inside the 30, and tries to make one guy miss, still on his feet, taken down at the 20-yard line. Out of bounds near the 20-yard line. He'll be close to a first down. The clock is stopped with 8:12 to play here in the second quarter. 28-6. Gibson Southern in front. It was 21-0 after one. Both teams have swapped touchdowns in the second quarter, but Titans trying to add one more to it.
I know we didn't see it last week, obviously, because Columbus North had a great front seven, but Sean DeLong is a tremendous runner in open field.
Allen back to pass. No pressure. Quick slant over the middle, cut by Hurlis, and bobbled it for a second, but held on and taken down at the 11-yard line. That's another Gibson Southern first down. That moves the chains. Not first and goal, but first and 10 from the 11-yard line, so they can get a first down without scoring here. 3 receivers left, one to the right of Brady Allen. DeLong behind him in the backfield. Allen takes a snap. Looks left, looks right, now runs to his left with pressure in his face. Allen trying to turn and throw, and he stops, now goes back to his right, picks up a couple of blockers. Allen takes off as a penalty flag flies in. Brady Allen is going to take this one to the 1-yard line, but none of that is going to matter because there's 2 penalty flags in the backfield.
That might look like it's coming back.
That's definitely going to come back.
And really, like I said, it's really a tough call because, like I said, there's a great gain, but that play felt like it lasted for about 15 seconds. And it's really tough, because like I said, it's really tough to not get a block in the back because lineman's trying to get a good angle on the block, and just that's a really tough call. But like I said, I love the effort by Brady Allen. He is running everywhere, but he is making smart decisions with the football. I was looking, and whenever he rolled to his left, Rory Heltz was like screaming, "Give me the ball!" But that corner was right there, and Brady Allen knows, there's some athletes in this defensive backfield for New Albany, and he could easily jump that and pick it off. So, smart IQ decision making by Brady Allen so far in this game.
Well, and that penalty hurts Gibson Southern because watch how far this referee's going to walk this football back, all the way to the 30-yard line.
And they start on the 11-yard line, I believe.
So you're looking at first and 29. My math correct?
I'm no mathematician, and I'm not going to do math on the fly. 30.
Well, no. That's 29 because the first down marker at the 2-yard line, at the 1-yard line. So I don't care what the scoreboard says.
Cole.
It's first down and 29. Allen has 3 receivers to his right and 1 to his left. Play fake, throws left, caught by Heltley. It was tipped, but Rory makes the catch, and he's taken down at the 20. So a 10-yard pickup. That will help you on first and 29. It's going to bring up second down and 19 here for Gibson Southern at the New Albany 20-yard line. 28-6, Titans lead. 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. New Albany defense trying to get the first stop of the night. They have not stopped the Titans on all 4 drives. Allen in the shotgun, looks left, throws left, caught in the flat by DeLong, and he'll be taken down at the 12-yard line. So what I like about that, Kyler, is the Titans didn't try to get all 30 yards on one play. Mm-hmm. They had a 10-yard completion, then an 8-yard completion to set up now. Third and 12? Third and 12?
Should be close to that.
Yeah, something like that. 3rd and 12 from about the 14-yard line. They can get a first down without scoring. Not a goal-to-goal situation here. And the shotgun is Allen. He wants to throw once again. Looking. Plenty of time. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Gibson Southern. What a catch by Rory Heltsley over the defender. And the 5th Gibson Southern offensive drive ends in the 5th Gibson Southern touchdown. What a catch by Rory Heltsley. His 6th actually of the season, his 2nd tonight.
I'm not sure which New Albany defender was guarding Rory Heltsley, but that looked like Randy Moss mossing a defender. My goodness, Rory. My word, that was a phenomenal catch and throw by Brady Allen. The connection.
Brady once again using his legs to extend the play and throw a dime to Rory Heltsley. Extra point by Spear is good. 35-6. Gibson Southern leads with 6:18 to go here in the second quarter. It's all Titans here in New Albany. We'll step aside here on your home for Gibson Southern football. 89-1 the Bash.
Hello, sports fans. At United Fidelity Bank, we make it easy to bank with us. Our in-person friendly service provides peace of mind and worry-free banking. We offer checking and savings accounts with no hoops and no hassles and provide you the ability to bank anytime with our easy-to-use online banking platform. Our mobile app allows you access to your accounts on the go, and you can skip the trip to the bank with our mobile deposit. Plus, our business banking products are tailored to help your business grow. We invite you to come see the difference at United Fidelity Bank.
Big thanks to Gordy Limp back at the 89-1 The Bash studio. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon. It has been all Gibson Southern in this ball game in the first minute and the first quarter and a half. 35-6, Titans lead over 5A New Albany, the number 3 team in the state. In 3A, the Titans playing like the number 3 team, even the number 1 team in the state. And Kyler, I would not be shocked if things continue in this trend. We might see a number 1 in front of Gibson Southern at some point in this regular season.
You would hope so. I hope so, but I know Danville's on that list too, and I'm not really sure how good Danville is this year, but I'd assume they're pretty good.
Kickoff is bobbled inside the 10, but picked up and now running it back for the Bulldogs is high. That's number 1, Daquan High, who takes it across the 15-yard line, across the 25 actually, up to the New Albany 27-yard line. So we saw the Bulldogs put together a pretty good drive their last time on the field, but it almost came too little too late. It stays a 29-point Gibson Southern lead, 35-6, with 6:09 left to go here in the first half. So 1st and 10 for New Albany from their own 27-yard line. Darrell Simmons comes back out on the field with 2 receivers to his right and 1 to his left. Winford is behind him in the backfield. A little quarterback run, sweep to the right side. Penalty flag flies in. This play won't matter as Simmons is brought down at the 29-yard line. So that's going to be a block in the back or a hold, one or the other. It's going to be a hold against New Albany. And it's going to make the hole there and a little bit deeper. Packs them up 10 yards. Tell you what, Gibson Southern was really quick to collapse that hole that Simmons tried to go to. They tried to run a little bit of a quarterback sweep to the right side, and really nowhere to go did Simmons have there.
No, but because it was pretty visible on our side of the sideline. I think, I thought for sure that was coming back. Looked like a little bit of a block in the back, maybe. Like I said, though, New Albany is putting up some pretty decent drives. Either just get killed by penalties or just, not being able to get the receivers in open space.
Having a hard time finishing drives has been the Bulldogs' issue in this ballgame. 6:03 left to go in the second quarter. 35-6, Gibson Southern leads. In the shotgun of Simmons, he takes a snap. He's going to throw to his left. Making the catch in the flat is number 4. This is Dejon Winburn, and he's free down the sideline across midfield. He's got one Titan to beat, and just like that, the Bulldogs find the end zone again. 89 yards, a touchdown. Duralian Johnson. And that is exactly what New Albany wants to do offensively.
110%.
No flags. That's an 89-yard touchdown.
110%. Winburn made the move on Braden Malone, I believe that is. And after that, they are just so fast whenever they get in open space. That was Tyreek Hill right there running down the sideline.
Tyreek Hill, reminiscent.
And what else? What else can you do?
Yeah.
It's really tough to contain those guys in open space. But I think also too, I would say obviously straightforward answer, but I just wouldn't let those guys get in open space. Clamp down. I'd play a little bit of a tighter coverage on that.
An 89-yard catch and run from Darrell Simmons to Dejon Winburn.
That's an unbelievable play.
Yeah. They're going to go for 2 here. Or are they? Something's wrong here. They don't have any timeouts. The play clock's down to 5, and they snap it. And it's the backup quarterback who's now running with it, and he's got about 7 white jerseys taking them down to the ground. The Bulldogs are now 0 for 2 on PATs, but they get their second touchdown of the night and keep the window just slightly open. But the Titans still lead 35-12 with 5:42 to go here in the second quarter. We'll step aside here on your home for Gibson Southern football.
Underwriting support for Titan football from Ours Cafe.
Was that number 2? Yeah, that's fine. Was that number 2?
At Ours, they offer exquisite food within a relaxing environment at 104 North Main. The ambience does not end there, though. They offer catering services, so your big event becomes an experience to remember with our outstanding staff and delicious food. The restaurant is open Tuesday and Wednesday from 10:30 to 2:30, Thursday and Friday from 10:30 to 9, Saturday from 4 to 9, and Sunday from 10 to 2. Ours Cafe and Catering, a proud supporter of the Gibson Southern Titans.
Feel like a broken record, but if New Albany can put together a couple of stops, this is a brand new ball game. But as of right now, the Titans have had 5 drives that have resulted in 5 touchdowns. But the last play was an 89-yard touchdown pass from Darrell Simmons to Dejon Winburn that puts the Bulldogs, puts the score at 35-12. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon here at New Albany High School. And so it will be the Titans receiving the kickoff here. They're going right to left in the second quarter. It was 21-0 Titans with just about 5 minutes on the first quarter clock. They recovered a fumble. They recovered an onside kick. Brady Allen's got 3 touchdown passes, 2 of which to Rory Heltson. And he ran for 1 as well. Sean DeLong also ran for a touchdown. The Bulldogs trying to stay alive in it. That 89-yard touchdown pass from Simmons to Winburn. Here's the whistle, and the kickoff is a deep one. That's Herron who fields it from the 12-yard line. Nice return last time for Herron. He's up the middle and plenty of room. Michael Herron across midfield at the 40, breaks a tackle. Michael Heron all the way inside the 30-yard line. The sophomore with the kickoff return all the way to the New Albany 27-yard line. Man, that kid's got some speed.
New Albany has speed, but I think Gibson Southern has a little bit of speed in their book too. My goodness, if you get Heron in straight open field, he is quick, man.
I mean, it seems like he ran 40 yards before anybody touched him.
Mm-hmm.
And that, you got to give your props there to the Gibson Southern kickoff return team right there. But
Special teams, man. All three phases of the game matter.
But once again, the Bulldogs give the Titans a short field. 1st and 10 at the New Albany 27-yard line. 35-12. Gibson Southern leads. 5.5 left here in the second quarter. Allen back to pass. Looks to his right, dumps it off, and it's incomplete. Sean DeLong bobbled it. He had blockers in front, but there was a couple of Bulldog defenders there. Probably wouldn't have been much second down.
That really may have been a smart decision. After you bobble it, just kind of drop it and just get ready for second down.
5:25 left here in the second quarter. 35-12. Gibson Southern in front. As the Titans with the no-huddle offense get the call from the sideline. They're going to go 3 receivers to the right of Brady Allen and 1 to the left. Sean DeLong behind Brady in the shotgun.
One thing that I'm looking at is I think a lot of New Albany's players are playing both ways, it looks like.
Yeah. Allen hands it off to DeLong up the middle. Sean with a move to the inside, inside the 20, to the 15. Makes a man miss to the 10. Makes another miss. Sean DeLong, touchdown. A juke here, a juke there, and a touchdown. The second of the night for the Gibson Southern running back. That one from, I believe, 27 yards out.
Sean DeLong kind of felt like Oprah Winfrey right there. You get your ankles taken. You get your ankles taken. My goodness. What a great run by Sean DeLong in open space. Looked like he may have been boggled up, but he was definitely not. Made some defenders miss. Shifty moves. Into the end zone goes Sean DeLong.
Well, if I was a betting man, I would bet the over for the point total for Gibson Southern. It's 41-12 with 5:15 left in the second quarter. The extra point by Spear is good. He's 6 for 6 tonight. The Titans, 42 points compared to New Albany's 12, and we still have over 5 minutes left in the first half. We'll step aside here on your home for Titan football. It's 89-1 the Bash.
Support provided by Wabash General Hospital. Whether you're a competitive athlete or you just want to enjoy a stroll around the neighborhood, the WGH Orthopedic and Sports Medicine team is ready to help you get back to moving through life with greater comfort and ease. WGH offers comprehensive orthopedic services from the time of injury or diagnosis throughout the treatment and rehabilitation process. If you're suffering from an orthopedic problem, no matter how minor or significant, the WGH board-certified experts can be reached at 618-263-6400.
42-12, Gibson Southern in front with 5:15 left to play here in the first half. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon. Gordy Limp is back at the 89-1 the Back studio. Big thanks to him, and a big thanks to all the Titan fans listening at home tonight. Good Titans crowd on hand, making the 2-hour drive from Fort Branch.
The Titans fans always travel well.
And, of course, last year with the restrictions on how many fans could attend games, now that's pretty much, as long as it's an outdoor game, they can pile as many in as they want. The Titans faithful has had their presence be known these first couple of weeks. A good turnout last week at home, and a good turnout here tonight, 2 hours away from home in New Albany. 42-12, Titans lead as Rory Hiltsey gets ready for the kickoff, and he boots that one away. It's going to be fielded at the 12-yard line. It's going to be Johnson with it, going to the right side. Johnson cuts upfield across the 30. Here goes Johnson across midfield, and Johnson taken down at the Gibson Southern 42. There's the special teams we talked about with New Albany, and that was Jeralian Johnson, who returns it all the way into Titan territory. They're going to mark him at the 44-yard line. There is a penalty flag on the play. I did not notice that. And a penalty flag that's going to wipe that out. A chop block against the Bulldogs. And that is a momentum killer right there.
And I know that play really doesn't matter, but it's, like I said, it makes you open your eyes. You know, you have to really just contain and just stay at home. You know, like I said, I know that's on a kickoff return, but I'm talking more about the defense here. You know, just fly the football. You know, I mean, you have to fly the football, get some bodies to the football.
So 5:03 to go here in the second quarter. Gibson Southern leading New Albany in this one, 42-12. And so after that long kickoff, it puts the football at the New Albany 12-yard line. Actually, the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They've scored their last 2 drives. They put together a couple of good-looking drives. The last one was an 89-yard touchdown catch and run by Winford. Simmons by himself in the shotgun. Quick throw to the right side. The catch is made. That is number 8, Caden Watson with the catch, and he's going to drag a couple of Titans with them to the 20-yard line. A 7-yard pickup there. Second down and 3. Up to the 21-yard line. 42-12, Gibson Southern in front. Simmons in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Winford. He's going to try to bounce it outside, breaks 2 tackles, down the near sideline, and a hurdle out of bounds for Keandre Winford up across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's a New Albany first down.
Cole, as I'm looking at the depth chart here, it shows that the will linebacker is number 30, Luke Foster, and I believe that he took Adrian Lukeman's spot on the depth chart.
You might be correct.
Makes you wonder.
We haven't seen Lukeman tonight.
COVID issues, maybe.
The snap by Simmons, the throw to the outside, and the catch made by Johnson. That'll be close to a first down, but you never know in today's world. Maybe, I haven't heard from Coach Hart if anybody is dealing with a contact tracing or anything of that nature. It could be an injury as well. But you make the point, Kyler. We have not seen Adrian Lukeman.
I just now realized that because I was looking at the rosters, and I was like, oh.
Here's a handoff to Winford up the middle, and momentum was quickly stopped up across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Got a 3-yard pick there, maybe 2. Brings up second down. But with this Titan defense, Kyler, if you're missing one body for whatever reason, it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of guys you can put in right in that spot to do just as good. Simmons takes a snap, bobbled it for a second, now throws to the left, and the catch is made on a dive by, that was number 6 making the catch, Devontae Johnson. And so Johnson gets up to the 46-yard line, where it's going to be third down here for New Albany. 42-12, Titans lead with 3:14 left to play in the ball game. And the shotgun of Simmons takes a snap and a double handoff here. Running with it is high to the outside. Now he cuts to the inside, and now going backwards, and he's taken down right near the line of scrimmage. So that was not what was designed there for New Albany. High got the double handoff, and he was taken down in the backfield. I believe it was Levi Dickerson along with Ben Luttrell, the first Titans there. And it brings up 4th down and 5.
And that's another great point. I feel like I'm a broken record as well, but, just flying to the football. I think whenever you had defenders flying to the football right there, that's really what caused that loss.
2.5 to go in the second quarter. Titans lead by 30 points, 42-12. Bulldogs going to go for it here on 4th down. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and a tight end to the left of Simmons in the shotgun. Well, they go to here on 4th down. It's a pass. Simmons, pump fake, now throws to his left, and the catch is made for a Bulldog first down. That was DeJon Winburn, who had the long touchdown the previous drive. That was a nice little comeback route into the sideline and a good throw by Simmons.
Here come the Bulldogs again.
And honestly, Kyler, if the Titans didn't have those first 21 points, this would be a ball game because in this quarter it's almost been a completely different Bulldog offense. The defense is still struggling as the Titans have scored on all 6 drives. As Simmons will keep it and throw to the right side, making the catches. Johnson down the near sideline. 15, 10-5, touchdown New Albany as the Bulldogs score. Jaraylin Johnson, a 48-yard catch and run. We talked about it. Getting these Bulldog receivers in open space is where they excel. And here's the thing, Kyler. Nick Hart is not going to take his foot off the pedal for that exact reason right there. 3 straight drives for New Albany, and the reason why the Titans can feel comfortable is due to the fact that they've scored on every drive they've had tonight.
Yes, and also as well, how big is that play call early whenever they decide to do like a little pooch kick to get the ball back? Because if you don't do that, then that's potentially obviously 1 score taken off for the Gibson Southern offense to work.
Bulldogs will go for 2 here. And the shotgun of Simmons takes the snap. Looks to his left, throws, and it is incomplete. That should be a penalty flag, and there is none. Looked like there was going to be pass interference. Bulldog fans want a flag. Bulldog players want a flag, but there is none. So, a 49-yard touchdown catch and run from Simmons to Johnson makes it 42-18 with 1:40 left to play here in the second quarter. We'll step aside here on your home for Gibson Southern football, 89-1 Bash.
Hey, high school seniors.
Who are you?
I'm a Wabash Valley Warrior. Are you still trying to decide on where you want to go to college?
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, Wabash Valley is the place to go.
I'm listening.
We are among the most affordable colleges in the region, which puts more money in your pockets.
We all want money.
We offer all sorts of different degree opportunities, such as nursing, broadcasting, early childhood education, diesel mechanics, and much more.
This sounds too good to pass up.
Call and set up an appointment today at 618-262-8641.
I'd be stupid not to do it, right?
WVC?
Mike up.
1:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon with you. Gibson Southern leads New Albany 42-18. But the Bulldogs just scored their third consecutive touchdown, their third consecutive drive, a 49-yard catch and run from quarterback Jarrell Simmons to Dejon Winberg. Actually, no, that was Jaralian Johnson with the touchdown.
Man, this New Albany team is so dangerous in open space.
The offense is definitely picking things up. They've got some playmakers. They've got some athletes. And this is exactly what we talked about before the game, Kyler, when we got here. They've got some players that can run with the football. But right now it's the defense. They just cannot stop Gibson Southern, and that's the difference in this ballgame.
But I think it's also kind of a question mark, too, of Gibson Southern's defense is really kind of lackluster a little bit as well.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, nothing too crazy, but
it's been big plays. Here's a kickoff, and it's going to be fielded by Braden Malone from the 12-yard line. Malone up the middle across the 30, 35 now. Goes to the outside and across the 40 at the 40-yard line. So they don't kick it to Heron, and smartfully so. He's racked up the return yards tonight, but Malone gets it up to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Gibson Southern, and plenty of time as the game clock was still running, but it should be at about 1:25. We have 1:21 on the clock now. As the Titan offense comes out on the field.
You look at the Titans, and there really hasn't been a whole lot of penalties. It's been a pretty clean game for the Titans, I think, so far.
Really pretty clean on both sides. 1st and 10, Allen by himself in the shotgun, 5 wide, and that's going to be a false start. Or false start or offside, and they called a false start against the Titans.
It looked like the receivers were running, and some of the old line stayed.
That's one of those where the official would say a false start on everybody but the center. The ball just wasn't snapped. But tell you what, the Titans, I wouldn't say sloppy, but they're making some small mistakes here with a big lead. And that can happen. You get a big lead and you get a little confident.
I think it's I mean, I'd rather make these small mistakes with the big lead than I would with the nail biter, you know.
The officials are chatting. I might be talking about the time because really no time should go off the clock there on that play. And they're going to discuss how much time should be left on the clock.
I know I got it beat.
And what are they saying? 121? 121 is how much time they put on the second quarter clock. 42-18, Gibson Southern in front. We've still got 2 whole quarters of football to go.
My goodness. It's been exciting, Cole. It's been exciting.
It has been. Brady Allen on the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to look over the middle. Now looks to his right. Throws to his right along with the catch. Far sideline across midfield. Down to the 45. Makes one man miss to the 40. DeLong still on his feet down the sideline. Still going. Tiptoes out of bounds at the New Albany 31-yard line. Sean DeLong has been dangerous in open field tonight.
Sean DeLong is having himself a night so far, running and receiving. And we kind of touched on that week one. You know, he's a really dual threat because he can beat you with his legs on the run game, but he can really beat you on his legs with the passing game as well. And he's a phenomenal pass catcher. He actually played receiver last year.
You can see the elusiveness of the running back position. 1st and 10 from the 33. Allen wants to throw. He's got time. Over the middle. It is bobbled and caught. And a touchdown for Gibson Southern, diving in the end zone. Yes! Cole McKee with a catch and run. Diving for the touchdown. And Gibson Southern make that 7 drives and make that 7 touchdowns for the Titan offense.
That was a phenomenal catch by Cole McKee. I wasn't sure if he had caught that or if it got intercepted, but and then, you know, with the run, the yak, so to speak, diving and not fumbling the ball like last week, but diving and getting into the end zone. Great ball and great run by Cole McKee.
Yeah, he bobbled the catch at first, as you mentioned, Kyler, but when he got possession, there was 2 Bulldog defenders on the ground. He ran right around them, dove to the end zone. And how about how quickly the Titans can find the end zone?
My goodness.
What was it, 20?
This offense is electric, Cole.
27 seconds off the clock to go about 60 yards. The extra point, by the way, by Spear was good. Listen to this score. 49-18 with 54 seconds left in the second quarter.
Here's my question, Cole. Obviously, I think in this scenario, you would want to, would you, at halftime, would you sit your starters or would you let them play?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either, but
we've seen New Albany start to pick things up offensively. If I'm Gibson Southern, I keep the pedal down for at least another quarter because.
And I wouldn't either. I was just seeing your opinion as well.
You let up and you let the Bulldogs get a couple of stops and a couple of scores. They get the momentum, and you never know what can happen. And surely,
this New Albany team, if you're not very careful, they can switch this game up upside down. Very quick.
We both know how Nick Hart operates, how he thinks, and I'm sure that. Obviously, you would like to. You don't want to risk injury with such a big lead, but then again, you don't want to put the foot off the pedal. You want to keep the lead where it's at, keep it comfortable. And New Albany will get the ball to start the second half. But with 54 seconds left here in the second quarter, curious to see what they'll do. Don't forget to stick around for the halftime show brought to you by Edward Jones representative Jason Rainey. Here's the kickoff from Rory Heltzley. Not a bad kick there from Rory. Fielded by Johnson at the 6-yard line. He bobbles it but picks it back up. Running near sideline. Now goes to the opposite side of the field, and he's going to pick up a couple of blocks at the 20, now the 25, now the 30, now the 35, and taking out of bounds at the at the New Albany 41-yard line. So not a bad return. Gives them a short field. And if you want to be aggressive here for New Albany, you can at least give yourself a chance to score before this half is over.
They have 41 seconds to do it, Cole.
And you made a point off air, Kyler, about the quarterback for New Albany limping a little bit. That's Darrell Simmons, and he has a visible limp.
Kid's tough.
Yeah. 49-18 with 41 seconds left here in the second quarter. In the shotgun is Darrell Simmons. He takes the snap, looks to his right, quick throw, and the catch is made. And turning upfield across the 45 is number 8. That's Caden Watson. The Bulldogs are out of timeouts. They used all of their timeouts in the first half. Under 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. A 31-point Titan lead, 49-18. Down to 20 seconds now. Simmons takes the snap. Looks to his right, wants to go deep. He does go deep. He's got Johnson down there. Incomplete. That ball just a tad bit underthrown by Simmons as Johnson had a step on Drew Foster. Peyton Rogers also there for the help. And this will probably be the final play of the first half with just 8 seconds on the clock.
I like that. Drew Foster getting a little bit of swagger, kind of saying, signaling, incomplete, so to speak. But, like I said, defensive backs have gotten maybe a little bit picked on a little bit at times, and especially in the open space. So good to see a little bit of a bounce back play for the defensive backs so far.
Timeout Gibson Southern will keep it here, though, with just 7 seconds on the second quarter clock. Now, if I'm the Titans, I
play everybody back.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd send a couple of guys back because with no timeouts, if they go underneath, out of bounds, more power to them. But bottom line, don't let them score a touchdown on the final play of the half. Well, and the bottom line of this game, Tyler, is the fact that Gibson Southern just cannot be stopped offensively. We mentioned the Bulldogs have scored on their past 3 drives, but when you fall down 28-0 early on, it's really hard to get back in the game when your defense can't make a stop.
For sure, I think, I'll give all the credit in the world to New Albany. Whenever they got punched in the mouth a little bit on the very beginning of the game, they hadn't laid down, they hadn't given up, and they just keep fighting and battling, and that's what you want. And just like I said it, and a little bit of a deja vu, I mentioned it to you after Gibson Southern went up early so early is that I want to see some competition with this football team. Kind of give them a little bit of run for their money a little bit.
They put 1 more second on the clock. Now 9 seconds. The Titans have, that is Peyton Rogers at the 20-yard line. And I think it's just going to be keep them out of the end zone if they complete something underneath. More power to them. They have no timeouts. Simmons takes a snap. Final play of the first half. He's got pressure. He rolls out to his right, and he's going to take off. This will be the final play of the second quarter. And he's brought down at the 41-yard line by Levi Dickerson. And Simmons has not moved yet since being tackled. He is shaken up. And now he gets up. He's all right. That's going to end the first half. A dominant offensive performance by Gibson Southern. And the Titan fans to our left let them know. 49-18 as we go to halftime here at New Albany High School. We'll step aside and try to have some halftime stats for you. It's Titan football here on 89-1 The Bash.
I'm Jason Rainey, your Hobstadt, Indiana Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Gibson Southern Titans on 89.1 The Bash. We're located at the corner of Vine and Hobb Streets in Hobstadt, or can be contacted at 812-615-5075 or by visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Support provided by Wabash General Hospital. Whether you're a competitive athlete or you just want to enjoy a stroll around the neighborhood, the WGH Orthopedic and Sports Medicine team is ready to help you get back to moving through life with greater comfort and ease. WGH offers comprehensive orthopedic services from the time of injury or diagnosis throughout the treatment and rehabilitation process. If you're suffering from an orthopedic problem, no matter how minor or significant, the WGH board-certified experts can be reached at 618-263-6400. This broadcast of Gibson Southern Titan football on 89.1 The Bash is underwritten by Pro Rehab.
Did you know you can refer yourself to Pro Rehab? It's called Direct Access. You no longer need to call your provider for referral. Now the first step is up to you. If you have pain or an injury, call them. Direct Access means Pro Rehab is just a phone call away.
Pro Rehab is a proud underwriting sponsor of Gibson Southern Titan football here on 89.1 The Bash. Support provided by Wabash General Hospital. Injuries and illnesses don't always happen from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. That's why Wabash General Hospital offers a convenient care clinic from 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekends, right inside the main lobby of the hospital. If you need non-urgent medical services for flu-like symptoms, minor cuts, and more, our skilled and compassionate providers are ready to help. For an appointment, Wabash General Hospital Convenient Care Clinic can be reached at 618-262-8621. Walk-ins are welcome.
Underwriting support for Titan football from Ars Cafe and Catering of Fort Branch. At Ars, they offer exquisite food within a relaxing environment at 104 North Main. The ambience does not end there, though. They offer catering services so your big event becomes an experience to remember with our outstanding staff and delicious food. The restaurant is open Tuesday and Wednesday from 10:30 to 2:30, Thursday and Friday from 10:30 to 9, Saturday from 4 to 9, and Sunday from 10 to 2. Ars Cafe and Catering, a proud supporter of the Gibson Southern Titans.
I think what makes Wabash better than any other college is that it's a small, close-knit community, and it offers a lot of different classes with a lot of different teachers.
What makes it better is the hands-on training. Teachers really want you to succeed.
It's such a different kind of community than what a big college would be. I can go and walk down the hall and I know like 7 different people. And so I think it's just the sense of community that you get.
Funding provided in whole by the Governor's Education Emergency Relief Fund through the Illinois Community College Board.
Halftime here at New Albany. And no, this is not a typo. It's 49-18. Gibson Southern in front of the Bulldogs of New Albany. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon. And not much more you can say than who's going to stop this Titan offense, Kyler?
I'm not sure.
I'm thinking maybe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Pittsburgh Steelers,
Alabama Crimson Tide,
Clemson Tiger. But I mean, in all honesty, though, this Titan team, 7 possessions in that first half. 7 touchdowns.
Unbelievable.
4 of those came on their first 4 drives to go up 28-0. I mean, we saw a glimpse of it last week against Columbus North, who had a stout team. But, man, and this New Albany team has got some good players. Mm-hmm. And we've seen it on their offensive possessions. They've scored on their last 3 drives. But as of right now,
their defense is a big question for New Albany.
The defense is what's killing them. The Titans are just going down the field with ease. Little to no stoppage, and we've seen it in that first half.
And I'll even give the Titans defense credit as well because, like I said, this team is very, very explosive, and they can make a play at any given point at any given time. So to hold them to just 18 points in one half, that's, bravo. That's what you want. And for the Titans offense, just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm speechless at times whenever I watch this football team.
Quick little score summary. The Titans got things started on their first drive with an 11-yard touchdown run by Brady Allen to make it 7-0. And then the Bulldogs fumbled it away. Ben Luttrell picked it up and ran it to the 2-yard line. Very next play, Sean DeLong runs it in to make it 14-0. Then an onside kick by Gibson Southern, recovered by the Titans. A couple of plays later, Brady Allen hits Rory Helpsley for a 4-yard touchdown, and then the Titans weren't done. They get a turnover on downs, and they go 96 yards on the drive, ending in a 13-yard touchdown pass from Brady Allen to Isaac O'Neal, his first touchdown of the year. The Bulldogs did get on the board after a long drive, a 2-yard touchdown run by Keandre Winford. The Titans answered right back, a 13-yard touchdown pass from Brady Allen to Rory Heltzley. A phenomenal catch in the end zone from Heltzley, his second score of the night. And a couple of plays later on the ensuing possession for New Albany, their quarterback Darrell Simmons hit number 4, DeJon Winburn, for an 89-yard catch and run. But the Titans once again would answer a 27-yard touchdown run by Sean DeLong. And then the Bulldogs would answer a 49-yard catch and run from Simmons to Jeraylin Johnson. And the Titans wrapped the first half with a 23-yard catch and run from Brady Allen to Cole McKee. So a rushing touchdown for Allen, 2 rushing touchdowns for Sean DeLong, 2 receiving touchdowns for Rory Heltzley, a touchdown catch and run by Isaac O'Neal, and a touchdown catch and run for Cole McKee. Gives us the halftime score of 49-18. And this is the Edward Jones representative Jason Rainey halftime show here on 89.1 The Bash. So, Kyler, you asked the question there late in the second quarter. If you are Nick Hart, do you come out here in the second half and still play your offense and run up the score?
Yeah, I would. I would. If you don't for your offense, which I think you should have all of your starters out there. But if Coach Hart says, hey, offense, sit, and the backups come in, okay, but, for their defense, Gibson Southern's defense has to at least start at least the third quarter, at least. Because, like I said, a New Albany can easily get back in this ballgame. And they've shown, on their past couple offensive possessions that they are very capable of doing that. They have some very athletic kids and very good football players on this football team.
And we made the point that, the 3 straight drives by New Albany that resulted in touchdowns. If you take your offense out, if you're Nick Hart, and you let the Bulldogs, score twice, maybe get a turnover on downs, and you never know what can happen, but I say at least let them play this third quarter.
Oh, I would have to agree. I think that'd make things a whole lot easier, but it's honestly, at the end of the day, being realistic, I think Coach Hart will. I think he will, and it will be very surprising if he doesn't, but I think he should, and I think he will. And, like I said, it's not even just for the game purposes, it's also for conditioning purposes as well. Like I said, these guys, this is just the second game of the year. This is not like it's, they've done this, year round. They've been in strength and conditioning weight rooms, but they haven't been actually conditioned on a football field. So I think it's just smart just to play them in the third quarter, at least.
Trying to find some scores around the area. These are courtesy of the Southwestern Indiana Sports Twitter page. With 6:15 left in the third quarter, this was just tweeted. Southridge leads Boonville 23-7. So Boonville's first game of the year, of course, didn't play last week due to COVID issues with Paoli. Southridge lost last week, but a 23-7 lead for Southridge, who is just outside of the top 10 3A poll and the coaches poll. Also in the second quarter, North and Memorial were tied at 14.
That's a dandy.
Yeah. North and Memorial lost last week to Mater Dei, correct?
Yes.
And then, it was
Castle, maybe.
I completely forgot. It was an upset.
It was an upset. It may have been Castle.
I feel so. It wasn't Castle.
It wasn't Castle. You don't think?
I feel horrible for forgetting who this was. But no, because Mater Dei defeated Central last week.
That's right.
I'll try to think of it and come back to it.
We will find it.
Linton. We will go to the end of the turn the earth around to find us, as Mike Shannon would say. Fourth quarter, Linton leads Sullivan 34-14. Also at halftime, it was Castle over Mater Dei 7-0. Bossy over Central 22-7. That's surprising. Central after a one-loss season last year. They lost last week to Mater Dei, trailing 22-7 in the second quarter against Bossy.
Shocking.
Other scores: North Posey leads Princeton 28-0. Heritage Hills leads Tell City 27-0. I see Mount Vernon leads South Spencer 27-3, and Jasper over Harrison 28-7.
Jasper
that beat
that's who that was
last week. And then I think we've covered pretty much all that's on here. Wrights was leading Vincent's Lincoln 20-0 at halftime. North Knox 41-3 over Eastern Green at halftime. And that's just about all the scores that really make a difference in our area. Over in Illinois, high school football started tonight, and there were some weather delays. We've got a lot of Mount Vernon local, or not Mount Carmel locals. They were supposed to play at Red Hill tonight, and about 2 hours before kickoff, that game was canceled due to COVID issues.
Bummer.
Within the Red Hill organization. So Mount Carmel, they were actually trying to find somebody to play tomorrow. No word on if they'll play tomorrow or just take the win and move on to next week. I know Carmi, White County, and Hamilton County are currently in a weather delay I will try to find some more Illinois scores, but isn't that great, Kyler, that you can go on Twitter and find some high school football scores?
At least for Illinois.
This time of the year. I mean, it's the best time of the year whenever
I really
high school
feel for
football's
Illinois.
going on.
I really feel for Mount Carmel fans. You know, I mean, you know, like last year, didn't have a playoffs, didn't have anything, had a spring season. You know, finally, you know, kind of back to a quote-unquote normal season like. You know, you're having playoffs this year, and Mount Carmel travels really well for their Golden Aces, and just bummer. I mean, bummer. 2 hours before kickoff just to figure out about COVID issues. That's just the reality of this year.
Well, at least they were just up the road at Bridgeport instead of 2 hours away from home like we are tonight. But can't find any Illinois scores right now. I do know that Flora and CZR are in a weather delay, with Flora leading CZR 7-6. Those of you interested over in Illinois, as this is Flora's first year in the Black Diamond Conference. That's really all I can find so far. It is Mount Vernon leading South Spencer 27-10 now. That one just before halftime, just tweeted, courtesy of Fox Sports Evansville. So we'll do some digging around as the clock ticks off here at halftime. We'll step aside for a short break. This is the Edward Jones representative Jason Rainey halftime show here on 89.1 The Bash.
Hello, sports fans. At United Fidelity Bank, we make it easy to bank with us. Our in-person friendly service provides peace of mind and worry-free banking. We offer checking and savings accounts with no hoops and no hassles, and provide you the ability to bank anytime with our easy-to-use online banking platform. Our mobile app allows you access to your accounts on the go, and you can skip the trip to the bank with our mobile deposit. Plus, our business banking products are tailored to help your business grow. We invite you to come see the difference at United Fidelity Bank.
If you've ever considered a career in broadcasting or digital media, now is the time to be a warrior. Enroll at Wabash Valley College. Our TV channel was named the nation's best in 2020, and you already know 89.1 The Bash is the best alternative rock station in the region. We offer more real-world hands-on experience while working with the latest equipment and technology. Our graduates are getting jobs or moving on to four-year universities. It's time to be a warrior. Call 618-262-8641 today. Support provided by Wabash General Hospital. Whether you're a competitive athlete or you just want to enjoy a stroll around the neighborhood, the WGH Orthopedic and Sports Medicine team is ready to help you get back to moving through life with greater comfort and ease. WGH offers comprehensive orthopedic services from the time of injury or diagnosis throughout the treatment and rehabilitation process. If you're suffering from an orthopedic problem, no matter how minor or significant, WGH board-certified experts can be reached at 618-263-6400.
Do you know what it takes to be a warrior? You have to be hardworking. Make sure you're giving your best every day.
You have to lead, guide others to the path of success.
You have to be brave. Be able to stand up for what you believe in.
At Wabash Valley College, we're able to bring the best out of you, even if you don't have these skills. It's time to be a warrior. I'm a warrior.
I am a warrior.
I am a warrior.
I'm a warrior. Are you? Call Wabash Valley at 618-262-8641.
Support provided by Wabash General Hospital. Injuries and illnesses don't always happen from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. That's why Wabash General Hospital offers a convenient care clinic from 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekends, right inside the main lobby of the hospital. If you need non-urgent medical services for flu-like symptoms, minor cuts, and more, our skilled and compassionate providers are ready to help. For an appointment, the Wabash General Hospital Convenient Care Clinic can be reached at 618-262-8621. Walk-ins are welcome.
Underwriting support for Titan football from Ours Cafe and Catering of Fort Branch. At Ours, they offer exquisite food within a relaxing environment at 104 North Main. The ambience does not end there, though. They offer catering services so your big event becomes an experience to remember with our outstanding staff and delicious food. The restaurant is open Tuesday and Wednesday from 10:30 to 2:30, Thursday and Friday from 10:30 to 9, Saturday from 4 to 9, and Sunday from 10 to 2. Ours Cafe and Catering, a proud supporter of the Gibson Southern Titans.
Mic up.
Halftime here at New Albany High School. Gibson Southern leads 49-18 after 2 quarters of play. A couple of touchdown passes for Brady Allen, 2 of which to Rory Heltzley. One of them went to Isaac O'Neill. Another went to Cole McKee. And a couple of touchdown runs for Sean DeLong. Got some Illinois high school football scores for you. It's week 1 for them. Carmi County and Hamilton County are currently in a weather delay. That's going to resume here in about, that was an hour ago. It was kicked off at 7:15 Central Time, but they are in another weather delay. Casey and Olney are currently in a weather delay. So if it's not COVID, Kyler, it's lightning. So pick your poison there. Harrisburg is leading 14-0 in their ball game. DuQuoin and Chester are scoreless. Fairfield leading El Dorado 8-0. Nashville leading Johnson City 6-0.
Real quick here, Cole, just a little bit of update for the Gibson Southern game. Brady Allen is up in his pads and throwing around. So it looks like we're going to see the starters, which, like I said, that's as we predicted, but we were discussing it during the halftime show. So just noticing that right now, and I think it's the right call, 1,000%.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely don't want to let your foot off the pedal. Want to try to put some points on the board and try to extend this lead because New Albany will get the ball to start the second half, and you never know. They get a score or an onside kick or something, and we've seen crazier things happen, but regardless, you got to be pretty pleased with how that first half went for Gibson Southern, especially from the offense. 7 possessions, 7 touchdowns. 49-18 the score as we're reaching the final couple of minutes here at halftime. Once again, we'll try to find some area scores as the night goes on. But really, the biggest score that we found at halftime there, Kyler, was Southridge leading Boonville 23-7. And I think a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that Southridge played last week, Boonville did not.
That's definitely a factor. And like I said, we're not at the game, but I think also, too, I think Southridge is just I think that they're good. I don't think that they're a bad ball club at all. And I'm not discrediting Boonville either, because that could be an issue with COVID. But I think Southridge is just a very good ball club. I know that they have a tremendous head coach and a tremendous program in general. So it just wouldn't surprise me. It's kind of a score that I could easily see happening. But I'm going to jump over to the SIAC real quick. Bosse leading Central. That's a eye-opener right there for me. That's really interesting. And I know Gibson's not going to see these teams, obviously, but it's just,
Bosse, though, was
actually, I lied.
They might go.
Bosse will be they could be in the sectional, I believe. So,
but, Bosse did not win a game last year. And Central, I believe, went all the way to the regional championship. Don't quote me there, but they only lost one game. And Central, who lost a surprising game last week against Mater Dei, now losing at halftime. They were down 22-7 to Bosse. So New Albany will get the football to start the second half. They're going to go left to right in this third quarter. Titans will kick things off. They lead 49-18. Being in the Eastern time zone, Kyler, is really throwing me off. Because thinking that this game's been going on for 2.5 hours when it was a 6:30 start time at home. But it started at 7:30 here. So just a little over an hour and a half game time here in New Albany. Rory Helty to kick things away to start off the third quarter. Helty recovered an onside kick back in the first quarter. It's a pooch kick that's going to bounce all the way to the second level. Now fielded, and about 5-yard return there for the Bulldogs. Couldn't tell who that was returning the onside kick, but it's going to be first and 10 for New Albany at their own. Call it the 25-yard line. So if you are New Albany, really, it's the defense that's kept them from staying in this ball game, because we talk about the offense has been able to find their groove, a couple of long touchdown catching runs, but the offense has just been unable to get a hold of not only Brady Allen, but Sean DeLong as well. He has run all over God's creation tonight.
Yeah, Sean DeLong has had a tremendous football game, and I think having that dual threat is just so important, so key. Whenever you have a running back who can catch the football is just as good as running it, that's very special.
Here's a handoff to Winford right away. He's going to try to bounce outside, and he's struck down. Ben Luttrell, the big man, brought him down the backfield for a tackle for loss. Ben, last season, had 14 of those bad boys, tackles for loss, and he's got one on the first play of the second half. A 5-yard loss there on that run. And really got to give credit to when New Albany has gone to those sweet plays, trying to go east and west. The Titans did a good job of stopping them. Second down and long. Simmons the throw here, goes to the flat. The catch is dropped. Pass is dropped. Looking for Daquan High. Brings up third and long.
If I can get to coming out of halftime, this is exactly the start that you want right here. Stop the big plays and stop New Albany early.
11:24 left to play here in the third quarter. 49-18. Titans in front. Simmons back to pass. Steps up, throws one over the middle, and it's off the hands of the receiver. High was the intended receiver, and the Bulldog fans want a flag, but there is none, and they might have a case there. A little bit of early contact there from the Titan defender, but no flag. We're going to see our first punt of the night, and we see the New Albany quarterback Simmons being helped off the field by his teammates. We saw him limping there in the first half. He's been taking a beating, but that might be a cramp, Kyler, by the way he's stretching that right leg out.
Looked like a cramp. I was definitely concerned, though, because that is New Albany starting quarterback. Try saying that 10 times fast. But, yeah, that is their starter, and, it's just something to keep an eye on, keep an eye on, who's in and who's not.
The Bulldogs will punt for the first time tonight, but not without a delay of game penalty. And Kyler, we made the comment before the game that we wondered how the discipline would be from this New Albany team, and it definitely has been an issue. A couple of penalties like that one out there, delay a game, and that's also hurt them as well.
That was one thing that we did talk about, those discipline and, discipline versus New Albany versus discipline versus Gibson Southern.
Another flag flies in here on the punt. Malone calls for a fair catch and makes the catch at the Bulldog 46-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. It came in shortly after the snap. And waiting for the officials to chat things over. They've already picked up 2 flags tonight. And we're still waiting. They're going to talk it over.
Still waiting, Cole.
This one official has walked to each official. Now they make the call. False start. He walked to the near side official, to the far side official, was walking towards the 2 at midfield. Then he said, false start, New Albany. But I think Gibson Southern, honestly, did they decline it? Yeah, they declined the penalty.
Short field.
Why not decline the penalty? It's already 1st and 10 at the 45.
Short field again for Gibson Southern.
And the shotgun is Brady Allen. DeLong behind him in the backfield. He moves Caden Hurlis in motion. Allen hands it off to DeLong up the middle. DeLong makes 2 Bulldogs miss, make that 3, and he's brought down across the 40 to the 37-yard line. Penalty flag flies in as there are 2 Bulldog players down near the New Albany 46-yard line. Let's see what the flag is.
There was a lot going on in the field right now, Cole. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I did see a little bit of a collision between the New Albany players.
Yeah, I think crashed into each other when they were trying to tackle DeLong, but one of them is up and wobbling off, and the other one can't tell the number of the player, but he's still on the ground.
I believe that flag, I just see the official talking to the New Albany sideline. So would that be on Gibson Southern then? Discussing what they want to do?
Most likely, yes. Now on a running play, normally going to be a hold. We're still waiting for a call from the official. They've been taking their sweet, and it is a hold. Hold against Gibson Southern, one of the few penalties the Titans have had tonight.
I didn't really see a whole lot. I'm not the ref, and I'm on the field. I didn't know if they saw the collision and maybe thrown it in, or I don't know. I didn't really see a whole lot.
Easier to see down there than it is from up here.
And that's why we're up here.
Yeah, exactly. 49-18 the score. Gibson Southern leads this one. And just got a score update at the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Southridge leading Boonville still 23-7. Raiders have outgained the Pioneers in that game 271-126.
Man.
We're back on the Illinois side. Johnson City trails state-ranked Nashville 14-6. That one is in the 2nd quarter. And at halftime in Lincoln City, it's Heritage Hills leading Tell City 35-0. Big thanks to Zane Claudefelter for that score update. And 7 minutes ago at halftime, it was Boise leading Central 22-14. So Central got one more score in there.
Early injuries. I never like to see them for either ball clubs.
Yeah, you're correct. That's New Albany's number 1, Daquan High, who is getting helped off the field.
And that's a big blow.
Yep.
He's a great player for New
I
Albany.
understand, correct. That's number 7 for them. Varion Chambers. Could look like number 1 from here, but it was number 7, Chambers. He's a defensive-only guy for them. But that penalty backs up to the 47-yard line. First down and long here for the Titans. Allen to throw, looks to his right, throws to his right. That's incomplete. Off the hands of Noah Bryant, who is getting some offensive snaps tonight. Normally Noah, a defensive-only kind of guy, but we've seen some different Titans players kind of in and out on the offensive side tonight, Kyler.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of pieces moving around. Like I said, Sean DeLong notably going in the receiver slot, and like I said, Noah Bryant coming over to the offensive side of the ball.
Second down, Allen rolls out to his right. He'll take off across midfield and slides down inside the New Albany 45-yard line. That's back to the regular line of scrimmage before the penalty. It's about a 10-yard pickup, maybe 11. Brings up 3rd down and 9 here for the Titans, most likely 4-down territory, depending on this 3rd down play. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right of Brady Allen. Nobody in the backfield here on 3rd down and 9. The New Albany 44. Allen back to pass. Feels some pressure, throws over the middle, and a sliding catch made by Cole McKee to the 37-yard line, short of a first down, and a rare 4th down coming up for the Titans with 10.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. 49-18, Gibson Southern leads. So here's the 4th down play. Titans at the line of scrimmage, 5 wide out for Brady Allen. They try to go offside, and the Bulldogs don't jump. Allen back in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls out to his left. He wants to throw to his left, and he does. The catch is made by McKee. Turns upfield, makes one Bulldog miss. The 25, taken down at the 20-yard line. Cole McKee with another catch and run, and a Gibson Southern first down.
Cole McKee's a little shifty player, making some people miss in this game.
Yeah, we saw Cole McKee with a nice catch and run where he made a couple of Bulldogs miss for a touchdown there in the first half, and an official's timeout. For what reason is the question?
I'll give you a little funny story because I see Brady Allen rolling out a lot. I remember 2 years ago, my senior year, so it'll be 2020, there was a Saturday afternoon game at Southport. Gibson Southern travels to Southport, out by Indy, and there's a famous play out there. It got really popular on Twitter and stuff like that where Brady Allen rolls to the right sideline, and the Southport defender kind of comes in for like a late hit, and my fellow senior brother, Aaron Breivogel, comes over and shoves him, and there's a huge brawl. One of the fond memories I have from the Gibson Southern team. So I say that to say that every time that Brady Allen runs the ball, I kind of brace myself for a late hit. Yeah, late hit, or just no injury to the starting quarterback or to any player on this football team at that matter.
So after an official's timeout, it's 1st down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Handoff to DeLong near sideline 20, 15-10, and he puts his shoulder down out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. That's going to be another Titan first down and goal for Gibson Southern, trying to make it 8 touchdowns on 8 drives tonight.
Wouldn't that be something? That's
not surprising to me.
No, it's not, but I mean the fact that it's not surprising says something.
Yeah. 1st and goal from the New Albany, they call it the 8-yard line. 2 receivers each side for Allen. Handoff to Sean DeLong up the middle. DeLong, touchdown. Gibson Southern. Sean DeLong, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening. Put one more score on the board for the Titans. Makes it 55-18 with 9 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter and the extra point to come.
I remember us talking before the game, Cole, and we thought, man, Brady Allen, if he passes the ball a lot, he may be able to get that record today. I don't think it's going to happen, but there's been a lot of amazing run game for the Titans this year, or for this game, excuse me.
Yeah, I'd say Sean DeLong, we don't have stats up here. I wish we did, but I'd say he's well over the 100-yard mark tonight. Extra point for Chris Spear is up and is good. He's 8 for 8 on the night, and the Titans offense is 8 for 8. 8 drives, 8 touchdowns, 56-18. Gibson Southern leads with 8:25 to go and running here in the 3rd quarter. We'll step aside here on 89.1 The Bash.
I'm Jason Rainey, your Hopstad, Indiana Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Gibson Southern Titans on 89.1 The Bash. We're located at the corner of Vine and Hobb Streets in Hopstad and can be contacted at 812-615-5075 or by visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Micah.
We've reached the point of a running clock here at New Albany High School. 56-18. Gibson Southern leads. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon here at Burke Field, New Albany, Indiana. It has been a fun night to watch this Titans offense. 8 drives,
Perfect.
8 touchdowns. And we'll give Chris Beer some credit. 8 extra points made as well. Here's Rory Heltzy's kickoff. It's a pooch kick. Fielded in the 3rd level by Winford at the 20-yard line. He's running to the near sideline. And he goes to the outside, 35-40, and taken down out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Another nice kickoff return by Keandre Winford. And it's 1st and 10 for New Albany.
That kid runs hard.
Yeah, he does. We've talked about him. The wrecking ball, 5'8", 228. Reminds me a lot of that running back from North last season. Presswood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very similar build. They both ran hard. Under 7 left here in the 3rd quarter. 56-18, Titans lead. 1st down and 10 for New Albany. Simmons, the quarterback in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right. He's going to run to his left. Got a couple of blockers in front, cuts up field across the 45 and taken down at the New Albany 46-yard line. About a 3-yard pickup when it's said and done there for Simmons. Second down coming up. I mentioned it earlier. It's a Titan player down. Back at the 39-yard line, that is Ben Luttrell, who is now up sitting. And is that a cramp? Whew, that's a cramp.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, I will say it's something that is really cool and really good sportsmanship is one of the New Albany players, I believe it's number 4. Let me try to find it. Winburn. He noticed. He obviously saw the Ben Luttrell down, and he kind of got the ref's attention. Like, hey, it's great sportsmanship.
Yeah, definitely. We haven't really seen anything chippy from these two teams tonight. I mean, it's been.
I saw a little bit, like a little bit of a first down.
A little bit early.
But that's just emotion.
That's part of the game.
That's emotion.
But as far as chippiness and unsportsmanlike stuff, haven't seen any of that. Ben Luttrell, thankfully, walking off the field on his own power. That was just a cramp. Had us scared for a second. Of course, Ben has been a two-way player so far this season. Has made some fantastic defensive plays this evening. And so we are now down to 6 minutes to go in the third quarter already. 56-18, Titans lead.
There is a running clock in effect, by the way.
Yeah, but it's currently stopped with the injury timeout, but it will start running here momentarily. So I'm guessing that means, 35 points is the running clock here in Indiana? I feel like it changes every year.
I can't remember, Cole.
So second down and 7 for New Albany from the 37-yard line. Simmons back to pass. He feels the pressure, rolls out to his right, throws one to the sideline, incomplete. A heck of an effort by DeJon Winburn. And it brings up third down and 7 here for the Bulldogs. We are now at the 5.5-minute mark in this third quarter with the clock ticking. Wonder if we'll see the Titans' first-team offense on this next offensive drive.
You want my honest answer?
You're going to say yes.
No, I was actually going to say no.
Well, never mind. Third down and 7
Keep Brady Allen healthy.
Third down and 7 here for New Albany. They move high in motion, and Simmons keeps it, runs up the gut, and he's got the first down across the 45. It's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Nice quarterback run there for Simmons, and he is once again down on the turf, and he's had a rough night in terms of taking some hits. We've seen him have a hard time getting up multiple times this evening. And he will get attended to by the New Albany medical staff, but he's up on his feet. He's all right. That kid's tough. You got to tip your cap to him. He'll have to walk off for probably a play.
Man, I really feel for that kid. He's really put it all on the line, throwing and running.
And this is a New Albany team. I mean, if you look around, they are very senior heavy, especially with the guys that we've said their names a lot tonight. But this is a team that you give them a couple of weeks to get things figured out. I wouldn't be shocked if come week 8 or week 9, this is a New Albany team that can win some games and can beat some good teams. As a handoff to Winford up the middle, and he's going to bounce to the outside, inside the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, all the way inside the Gibson Southern 20. Nice run there by Keandre Winford, 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
The backup quarterback is in, by the way, for New Albany, which is very, very important. It looks like on the sideline here for New Albany, it looks like that their starter may have had another cramping on the legs. So let's see what this backup can do, Cole.
Amon Gibbons is the backup quarterback, number 85. And he hands it off to Winford up the middle, and Winford will plow ahead to the 12-yard line. If I'm not mistaken, a touchdown here by New Albany would take away this running clock. 56-18 the score. Titans in front. Here's a handoff up the middle. Ball comes out, but it was recovered by the quarterback, Givens. Levi Dickerson there for the tackle. Loss of a couple of yards.
I'm really curious to see what happened to Adrian Lukeman a little bit. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, of course, and then it's an injury or you never know. But we haven't seen him tonight, and that's definitely something we'll talk to head coach Nick Hart about on Tuesday. And the Nick Hart Show. Don't forget, every Tuesday at 7 o'clock here on the Bash is the Nick Hart Show.
Love talking to Coach every week.
Yeah, had a great chat with him this past Tuesday. Here's the snap. Givens, the quarterback, drops the snap once again, and he's taken down in the backfield by a couple of Titans players. I believe that was Logan Maurer who was there, and as well as Number 30 for Gibson Southern, Luke Foster.
Starter is back out there for Albany.
Yeah, Simmons, the starting quarterback, got stretched out. He's good. He's back in there for this 4th down and 12. Here for Columbus North from the 20-yard line. 56-18, Titans lead. Play fake. Simmons throws left. That ball is intercepted. The Titans have it. Brady Malone from the 5-yard line. On the run back. Malone across midfield. 45-40. Cuts to the inside, and he's taken down at the Columbus North, or at the New Albany, I should say, 33-yard line. Brady Malone, right place, right time. His 2nd interception of the season. Runs it all the way back to the Bulldog 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Gibson Southern.
As a defensive back, I love that. But I really thought he may have had a shot to really take that to the house. But great effort by New Albany's quarterback,
Yes.
Simmons, coming in and really really saving the touchdown because he was the last guy to beat. And massive effort by New Albany. I mean, they are giving their all, even down by a lot.
It was a high throw that went over the intended receiver and over another Titans defender. Malone really could not have been in a better place. And a nice run back for Brady Malone. So 1st and 10, the Titans starting offense is back out there. Allen will hand it off to Sean DeLong up the middle. DeLong cut to the outside, inside the 20, inside the 15, 10-5, Sean DeLong, touchdown, Gibson Southern.
Have a night, Sean DeLong. My goodness. My goodness. Like I said, last week we talked about Sean DeLong, really struggled, but man, he is having a breakout game. What a game for Sean DeLong.
4 touchdowns for the sophomore running back, Sean DeLong, and really, Kyler, I don't think he's been touched a whole lot on those touchdown runs.
I'm not sure at all.
He's got all the room in the world to run, and one would think that was probably the final snap that we'll see from the Titans offense tonight. But
I think that'd be the smart move. I think
I think at this point, with a running clock, as we're down to now just 45 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, and a lot of fans are making their way to the exits. Chris Spear will hit yet another extra point. Mr. Automatic Chris Spear makes it 63-18. Gibson Southern in front with 30 seconds left here, ticking off in this 3rd quarter. We'll go ahead and keep it here with the 3rd quarter almost coming to an end. But, man, a lot of fans are making their way to the exits. But just like that, Connor, you get an interception. The Bulldogs were once again driving, get the interception, run it back. 1 play later, you get a touchdown, and you're up big here with that running clock still running. And that is actually going to end the 3rd quarter with Gibson Southern in front, 63-18. We go to the 4th here at New Albany High School here on 89 Win the Bash.
If you've ever considered a career in broadcasting or digital media, now is the time to be a warrior. Enroll at Wabash Valley College. Our TV channel was named the nation's best in 2020, and you already know 89.1 The Bash is the best alternative rock station in the region. We offer more real-world hands-on experience while working with the latest equipment and technology. Our graduates are getting jobs or moving on to four-year universities. It's time to be a warrior. Call 618-262-8641 today.
Micah.
Welcome back to New Albany High School. Gordy Limp back at the 89.1 The Bash studio, helping us sound good tonight. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon. So glad the broadcast has gone better than what last week's did. Of course, we had some audio issues, but hopefully all has gone well tonight, at least on our end it has. And everything's gone well for the Titans offense as well. How about 9 possessions, 9 touchdowns, 63-18 the score. Gibson Southern in front. Just got another score update courtesy of Southwestern Indiana Sports on Twitter. Southridge leading Boonville 30-7. In the 4th quarter of that game, after 3 quarters of play, it's Rice leading Vincennes-Leakin 34-0. In the 3rd quarter, Castle leads Mater Dei 14-0. Jasper big over Harrison 42-12. That's about all I've got right now. We'll try to catch some more as this 4th quarter ticks on. We are at the running clock, and that was probably the fastest 3rd quarter I've ever witnessed.
Well, whenever you play for Gibson Southern for a little bit, you're kind of used to it after a while.
You're used to that stuff over here in Gibson Southern. Carbon-White County, where I'm from, it's not always the case. Start of the 4th quarter, 63-18. Titans in front, and why not have a penalty flag here on the kickoff?
Well,
it's not all perfect.
Yeah, that's true. But I know Coach Hart. Whenever I remember whenever the reserves would go in after a big lead, Coach Hart would say to the starters, "Hey, you better give the same amount of effort and hoot and holler as they would whenever you're out there on the field, because we're all everybody's a team, and Whether you're a starter or not, everybody's a brother here.
Yeah, and on that same note, Kyler, as I can imagine we're going to see some of the second-team players for Gibson Southern here in this fourth quarter. I mean, on a very senior-heavy team, this is your Titans team next year. These guys are getting to come on the field, so it's fantastic experience for them to come out here against a 5A club.
I'm going to keep my eyes on number 20, McKay Chandler. It used to be my old number, man. Oh, just kidding.
Kyler, you graduated 2 years ago.
I know.
It's time to move on, Kyler.
I know. I just get excited. I love football, okay?
We all love football. We love that Gibson Southern has a 63-18 lead here in the fourth quarter. Now they kick it off. A squib kick from Chris Spear is going to be finally fielded at the 31-yard line. And High has the kick for New Albany. He's tackled back at the 27-yard line. That was number 36, Brock Fokker, on the tackle. We'll try to list some of these names off, guys that don't normally get some snaps here in the fourth quarter with the second-team Titan players in the ball game. You got the second page of my roster, Kyler.
Oh.
I'm trying to do some sign language to you. There's the two-page roster. I only have one page. I just don't want to miss anybody out, of course.
Oh, you're fine.
Their parents are at home listening.
Like I said, I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I know. That was a tough one. That's okay to stay on the air when you're up. I can't do some math. 63-18 the score. Titans in front. 10 minutes to play in this ball game. And 1st and 10 for New Albany. And running the football up the middle is Winburn across the 35 to the 40-yard line. Gets to the 41. That's going to be a New Albany first down. So it is a new crew out there for the Titans here defensively.
What an effort by the starters, though.
Oh, for sure.
That 63 points, and the defense holds them to 18 points.
And Kyler, something that was very similar to last week is this offense made it look so effortless, scoring that many points. 1st and 10 for New Albany from the 41-yard line. 9.5 to play in this ball game. Simmons was going to throw here. He'll throw to his right, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Johnson, his receiver. Who was down on the coverage there? Kyler, was that number 4 there on the coverage?
Yes.
Tristan Boyd, the junior, there on the coverage. And he'll be a starter next year for sure, being a senior.
He used to be a quarterback.
Yep. A very heavy senior defense is Gibson Southern, so a lot of these guys will be in the starting role next year. 2nd down and 10. Simmons back to throw. Steps up, throws one deep down the right sideline. He's got a man there, and the catch is made by Johnson inside the 25-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds by Boyd.
It's really interesting that New Albany is keeping their starters out.
Yeah, and
I think they should.
Yeah,
but.
And you can go either way. Either you want to keep your guys healthy or have your first team offense. You want to, in a game like this, you want to have something positive to go forward towards next week. And if the Bulldogs can put together a touchdown drive, that's something to look forward to about next week. And the shotgun of Simmons takes a snap. He's going to look to his left, steps up, throws to his left, and the catch is made. And that is going to be Winburn with the catch. Makes 2 Titans miss. And dragging him down there was number 17, Cole Jones. Jones, the senior, makes the tackle. Down to 8 minutes to go. 63-18. Gibson Southern in front. 2nd down from the Titan 20-yard line. Hand off to Winburn up the middle. He will plow ahead across the 15, inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. As we are now under 8 minutes to go. Number 35 for Gibson Southern, Jack Rose. There on the tackle. Rose, the 5'11 sophomore. 7:25 to play. 63-18 Titans lead. Here's the handoff to Winburn up the middle. Winburn trying to bounce it outside, puts his shoulder down, plowing towards the goal line, and he's down at the 1-yard line. Winburn brought down there, I believe, by number 22. Gabe Bryant made the tackle. That's not an easy thing to do, tackling Winburn, all 225 pounds of him. And so 1st and goal for the Bulldogs from the 1-yard line. Simmons takes a snap. He'll keep it himself, and he will run it in. Touchdown, New Albany. A 1-yard touchdown run by Darrell Simmons. That's the first score of the second half for New Albany. And Simmons has his first rushing touchdown of the night. He had a couple of touchdown passes. That's his first run. Makes the score 63-24 with under 6.5 to go. So we'll have a chance to see that second team offense for the Titans.
I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah,
see what you have.
Like I said, this is, Sean DeLong's a sophomore. A couple of these wide receivers are juniors, so they'll be back next year. But I can imagine that we're going to see probably Tanner Boyd at quarterback He is listed as the number 2 guy behind Brady Allen, so we'll probably see him. Can imagine we'll probably see guys like, well, I actually don't know, because one of these back, in the depth chart that Coach Nick Hart has for me, he's got guys like Noah Bryant, Peyton Rogers as backups, but I can imagine he probably doesn't want them playing in this situation, so we'll see who he brings out there. The extra point is blocked, and they will blow that play dead. So with 5:40 left to play in the ball game, Gibson Southern leads 63-24. We'll step aside here on 89-1 The Bash.
I'm Jason Rainey, your Hopstad, Indiana Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Gibson Southern Titans on 89.1 The Bash. We're located at the corner of Vine and Hop Streets in Hopstad, or can be contacted at 812-615-5075 or by visiting edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Mic up.
5 minutes left in this ball game. Gibson Southern leading New Albany 63-24. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon. Don't forget, stick around for the United Fidelity Bank postgame show here on The Bash. Gordy Limp is back in the studio, hitting the right buttons at the right times. And this Titans offense has been hitting the buttons at the right time tonight. They had 9 off. See what I did there? That was good. That was good.
Hey, there you go, Cole.
Titans had 9 offensive possessions of that first team offense, and that resulted in 9 touchdowns. So we'll see the second team offense and see what they can do in this ball game. Gibson Southern has Michael Heron as well as Mason Scheller deep to return this kickoff. Down to 4:15 to play. The clock running. The clock's been running the majority of the second half. And say what, we might get home a decent time tonight, Kyler.
Man, that drive's going to be interesting.
I try to catch some other area games on the radio on the way home.
Shout out to the guys at the Spin, by the way. Great broadcast.
Of course, yeah. Former WVC graduate Drew Pound calling some football tonight at Central High School, and last I checked, it was Bosse 22, Central 21. So we'll listen to that on the way home, Kyler. What do you say?
I like that.
Here's the return by Scheller at the 10-yard line. Gets it across the 30 to the 35, trying to bounce outside. Makes a couple of Bulldogs miss, still going at the 40-yard line. And Scheller is taken down right at the 40 with 3:30 left to play. So we'll see maybe 2 or 3 snaps here for Gibson Southern.
I really like Mason Scheller. I'm going to try to say that again. Yeah, but I really like him, really notably, just as far as that return and just him playing on defense as well. He really just has, he's kind of looks like from our end, a taller type kid. He's looks pretty solid. So
6'1" sophomore is Mason Scheller. So his time is coming soon for Gibson Southern. Here's the handoff up the middle. The handoff, the quarterback was Tanner Boyd there, and running the football there is number, help me out here, I'm blind, 26 for Gibson Southern. Devin Roberts, the ball carrier. Roberts, the 5'11 junior, got about 3 yards there. Down to 2:45 to play in this ball game. 63-24, Titans in front. They're going to move to 2-0, and they will travel to Washington next Friday night.
I'm going to say something that Coach Hart alluded to on Tuesday is that, the JV and freshmen went to Columbus North and got a perfect 3-0 sweep, I guess you could call it. So there's a lot of young talent.
Tanner Boyd on the quarterback run. Gets across midfield inside the 45, down to the 36-yard line. The quarterback, Tanner Boyd, who's going to be leading this offense next year, with a nice quarterback keeper there and a first down run all the way to the New Albany 36-yard line. And
kid's got some legs on him.
Yeah, showed it right there. Well, you mentioned the younger Titans clubs, the JV Titans, freshman Titans. We'll chat about them in the United Fidelity postgame show coming up after this one. Under 2 minutes to go. 63-24, Gibson Southern in front. Had a 6A win last week. They're going to have a 5A win here tonight. What a way to start the season. Tanner Boyd takes a knee. We are down to 90 seconds left in this one. Coming up, the United Fidelity Bank postgame show here on The Bash. I want to real quick say thanks to all of our Gibson Southern sponsors. Thanks to all you tuning in tonight. And don't forget the Nick Hart Show Tuesday night, 7 p.m. right here on The Bash. And I'm sure Coach will have a lot of nice things to say about tonight's game, but not for too long. He'll be focused on next Friday's matchup with Washington, I'm sure. Then after Friday night's game at Washington, the Titans will be on the road way down yonder south of Bowling Green, Kentucky. I think about that one. They'll play at South Warren High School, another big school. Tanner Boyd takes the knee. We need to do it one more time before this one's said and done. 63-24, the final score is going to be tonight. Titans will improve to 2-0 on this young and promising 2021 season. Boyd under center, waiting for that play clock to tick down, and takes a knee. That's your ball game, folks. Final score, Gibson Southern 63, New Albany 24. The Titans improved to 2-0 on this young season as New Albany falls to 0-2. We'll step aside, take a break, try to find some other scores around the area as Gibson Southern a big winner tonight in New Albany, right here on 89.1 The Bash.
Underwriting support for Titan football from Ours Cafe and Catering of Fort Branch. At Ours, they offer exquisite food within a relaxing environment at 104 North Main. The ambience does not end there, though. They offer catering services so your big event becomes an experience to remember with our outstanding staff and delicious food. The restaurant is open Tuesday and Wednesday from 10:30 to 2:30, Thursday and Friday from 10:30 to 9, Saturday from 4 to 9, and Sunday from 10 to 2. Ours Cafe and Catering, a proud supporter of the Gibson Southern Titans.
I think what makes Wabash better than any other college is that it's a small, close-knit community, and it offers a lot of different classes with a lot of different teachers.
What makes it better is the hands-on training. Teachers really want you to succeed.
It's such a different kind of community than what a big college would be. I can go and walk down the hall and I know like 7 different people, and so I think it's just the sense of community that you get.
Funding provided in whole by the Governor's Education Emergency Relief Fund through the Illinois Community College Board.
This broadcast of Gibson Southern Titan football on 89.1 The Bash is underwritten by Pro Rehab.
Did you know you can refer yourself to Pro Rehab? It's called Direct Access. You no longer need to call your provider for referral. Now the first step is up to you. If you have pain or an injury, call them. Direct Access means Pro Rehab is just a phone call away.
Pro Rehab is a proud underwriting sponsor of Gibson Southern Titan football here on 89.1 The Bash.
Final score, Gibson Southern wins this one 63-24. Welcome into the United Fidelity Bank postgame show. Cole Carter and Kyler Gammon here at New Albany High School. A dominant performance in all aspects for Gibson Southern. They improved to 2-0 on the year. Got some postgame stats for you courtesy of the Titans Twitter page. Brady Allen, 18-22 with 246 yards and 4 touchdown passes. So we mentioned in the pregame show he was, 513 away from the all-time record? 518. So now that's going to be closer to about 250, 260, something like that.
I will do the math.
Very capable of breaking that record next week at Washington. But 18-22, 246 yards, and 4 touchdowns. How about Sean DeLong? 172 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns. He also had 70 receiving yards. In the receiving aspect, Cole McKee had 6 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown. Rory Heltzley had 4 catches for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. Isaac O'Neill had 2 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown. So, mathematician Kyler Gammon, 272 yards is Brady Allen away from the all-time school record.
He might do it next week. I'm not here to predict anything, but I think there is a pretty good chance he does it next week.
I hope between now and Friday you can work on your stat-keeping skills, because I'm going to make you keep a stat sheet next Friday. Defensively, Ben Luttrell had an interception as well as Braden Malone. So that early defensive play actually was rolled an interception for Ben Luttrell. So Titans win 63-24. And we had a final score. It was Southridge defeating Boonville 30-15.
Wow.
And so a big win for the Raiders, trying to get back in that state ranked category. Thought I had an Evansville score here for a second. Last I checked, it was Bosse leading Central 22-21. But we'll try to head on out of here. A big win for the Titans tonight. And we mentioned the JV squads and the freshman team got a win over Columbus North last weekend. The Titans had a sweep over Columbus North, and hopefully they can do the same this week against New Albany. So, Kyler, fun one tonight. Obviously in favor of Gibson Southern. Any last words before we hit the road?
No, I just love watching this football team, and I love being on the air for it. And this is a joy to be in the booth, and just to keep calling these games every week is really a blessing.
So don't forget the Nick Hart Show next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. We'll bring that one for you right here on the Bash. Also, next Friday, we'll be on the road up in Washington as the Titans look to get their first conference win of the season and move to 3-0 on the year. Once again, Titans win 63-24 here over New Albany. This has been the United Fidelity Bank postgame show. From broadcast partner Kyler Gammon, for Gordy Limp back at the studio. Thanks for listening to Titan Football here on 89.1 The Bash.